Yeah, I just started recording. Yeah. So yeah, basically what you were saying, I said my goal is to have at least 8 million views by the end of the year and 25,000 subscribers. I believe it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Not because I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be the one doing it. I believe God's gonna do it because of the intention behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I was saying before we went live.
Nah, that's so
But
good,
hey,
man.
I was thinking, bro. I think you should start your thing too, bro. You should start like making the video slowly, bro. You know what I'm
Ooh.
saying?
You said me?
Yeah, because didn't you say you wanted to like bring people on like from the kingdom of God or something?
Yeah, I do, but it's like, how do I say it? Right now, I've been working on like clips and stuff, but it's like I don't know what to post just yet because I want to make my first video a good one, you know?
Yeah, yeah, I know that type, bro. But
Hey,
I think
lighting?
trying to be perfect because you know what I'm saying. Your first video, I understand you can try your best, but just like God leads you, you know what I'm saying. Put it out there, and the people that need to see it is gonna see it, and from there you can watch your first video and get better on it. Like your second video and get better. That's what I do. Like if I post the video, I can be like, I didn't say this right. I'm gonna work on it next time. Cause I know me, but if I dwell on trying to do it right, I won't. I'll never do it right. So I have to do one without thinking about it. The next one, I have it in the back of my head what I need to adjust. The next, I keep moving like that.
Without
Because
a
I mean,
doubt.
you can tell your favorite all the people that's blowing up online. They started like low quality, and then when they blew up, it started becoming better. So you got to start from somewhere.
Now, what's it called? Now, me, I'm trying to learn how to use TikTok because I see TikTok is very easy to like go viral or whatever. But
No,
it's like I'm
Instagram
working on
Reels is easier, bro. Trust me.
yeah, but I'm
Instagram
Yeah,
working
Reels.
on how to use Instagram. I don't know how to use TikTok like that.
No, I'm telling you, Instagram Reels. Once one video goes viral, it's like,
me,
oh,
I don't know anything about social media for real, bro. I only started focusing on it while I started posting. You know what I'm saying? The only platform I'll be on is YouTube, bro. Just only watching videos. Other than that, I was never on TikTok. I don't even know how to use Instagram the right way. I don't use it. And yeah, only on YouTube.
Jeez, nah, TikTok.
I
I
post
think
my
I think that
videos, get out, bro. That's it.
now what's it called? But I seen a couple of your clips on TikTok.
Yeah, nah. TikTok. That's when I started, bro. I know it's funny, bro. I was just doing it, bro. I mean, it's
Nah,
getting.
hey, let
you
me. Can you not hear me
Huh?
good?
Yeah, I can.
All right.
what's it
Ibrahim, what
called?
about you? Huh?
What?
I,
Now,
I'm sorry.
Carlos, you were saying.
now I was saying I seen well not me but you know how you texted me right? You know one
Yeah.
of my friends actually texted me. He was like, "Yo, who is this?" Because he seen Arnold on the podcast and he ran across your TikTok on what's it called on his for you page. He said you kept
Who?
popping up.
Who
What's it
you
called?
talking?
My friend Mel. He asked me, "Who is this?" He was talking about Lamine because he was like,
Oh
"What
yeah,
what
yeah.
what is Arnold doing on his channel?" That's when I was like, "Oh yeah, it's Lamine." So therefore, that means you making progress if people around the area are like starting
Yeah.
to see your videos and you popping up.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. When I first started, I didn't expect to relate to people because I feel like the way I was talking, I wasn't talking to the typical person. I was only talking to people that in the same boat as me. You know what I'm saying? You know
Yeah,
how you understood me more because you already understand, like, you know what I'm saying? Your mind is already there. So it's like there's a lot of people that's not there yet. So if I talk to them, they'll be like, "What is he talking about? This is BS." Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
right.
you're not there yet. So I didn't put the effort. That's why my videos look sloppy because I didn't put the effort to make it simple, to make it the way everybody wanted. I just want people to really value that understand because you have to be in that situation to value my video. That's what I believe. I think my videos is not for everybody. It don't look as professional, but the knowledge in it is for the people that's going through the same thing I'm going through, or that's on the path of trying to do something big, and they can
Yeah.
understand it. They can be like, okay, I value this. That's the reason I was keeping it like that. So even if I only get 5 views, and they keep coming, that was my goal. One of my men started TikTok. His third video, he got 50K views. I'm the one to push them to do it, and of course he put more effort. He tried to do it right, but it's like me. I'm not doing it for the views. I'm doing it for the purpose behind it. That's why I didn't care about the views. I still don't. You know what I'm saying? I just post it. Like I can post 10 videos in 1 sec, like 1 minute. Like I'm not planning on doing it the right way. I don't even know how to use these accounts. I just put it there. If I deserve, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my work for sure, but if my videos is good enough, it's gonna do what it's supposed to do. So I do it to make myself better. I put myself in a situation where I have to grow. I don't just do things and expect people not to hate on me. I actually want people to hate on some words that I don't say right, some videos like that's not good enough. And actually, I be getting some. And you know what I'm saying? I work on myself. I want to see how far I can go, how far people can push me. You know what I'm saying? One video with Arnold, somebody said you shouldn't post all your conversation online. I mean, what is that supposed to mean? You know what I'm saying? You there commenting, so I mean it's working, but
Yeah.
it's something like that, bro. But I
It's
mean,
not the
huh?
it's not the opinion that matters. I mean, personally, I think at least if you're getting the views, that's all that matters. You know,
Yeah,
that's
I mean, people, but I'm not even gonna lie. Some people be commenting crazy stuff, like you know what I'm saying. I'll be screenshotting the good ones. Some people be saying, yeah, you got to keep posting. What's your name? You're different. Some stuff like that, good stuff. Like, and I'm like, these are the people that I'm doing it for, not to please everybody, because they understand what I'm saying. Because you know how I was saying, you have to open your mind to understand things from other people's perspective, because everybody's right in their mind. If
Yeah.
only you have the ability to go inside of their mind to see it the way they see it, then you can make sense of it. They might not be able to put it out there, right? I think that's my problem. But everybody's right in a way. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But some
But
people just don't allow themselves.
yeah, I mean that's I mean in a way that's people that aren't too open minded and people that are just like I guess they have different beliefs and different
Yeah.
perspectives. You know?
But if you really dig deep, they really believe in what you're saying, but it's like they don't see the way you're saying it might not resonate with them. That's why even in social media, everybody talk about the same thing, but some people say it differently. Some people say so. You find who can deliver to you the right way, and you subscribe to them, right? So we basically everybody talk about the same things. You just choose who you want to hear it from, who make you feel like yeah, it's facts, because everybody talk about it. I think that's what I believe in. That's why I say like we in a feeling based society, not just facts. Because you I can talk about facts. Somebody else can talk about it. You're gonna listen to him more than me because you like the way when he say how you feel. And mine, it might not make you feel some type of way. So it's like you addicted to the feeling, not what I'm saying.
Right. Now I feel as what's it called? I feel as that's what it is. You know, Andrew Tate.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking that too, bro.
I watch some of his podcasts. I cannot because I wouldn't say I agree with everything he says, but he does say some truthful stuff, and it's like I feel as a very big like part why people dislike him is because not what he says, but how he says it. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
But think
It's
about it. Everything he's saying, we already know that. Most people that work on themselves know it, and other people been talking about it online. But why is he
But
so popular? It's because people's addicted to the way that he make them feel. So it's feeling word. It still come back to the same thing I was saying.
I
You know?
mean, also it gotta also have to do with some people don't know how to accept it, so they have a hard time accepting it. So,
Yeah.
and which has to do with the truth. So they just take it the wrong way. You
I
feel
mean,
me?
me and Carlos were talking too. He was saying that you just saying that people don't accept it. He was just saying that people don't
Or interpret the wrong
like
interpret.
basically. You know how when you go through hard times and you don't want to let it go, you want people to feel bad for you. I
Yeah,
think that's what people doing. They
I
don't
mean,
allow themselves to take it. They're
yeah,
still not gonna move on from their problem to do something real. They just want to few people to feel bad for them. You
yeah.
know what I'm
It's like he was just on this little app. This one dude, like, he was like, "Nah, don't feel bad for me." Hey, Carlos, remember that joint was just on?
yes, sir.
saying?
Yeah, it's like
It's like it's people
don't
out here.
expect anybody to feel bad for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just keep your head up, chest up, and
But
just
let's guide this podcast in the direction that we can keep it going. Right now, we're just talking about nothing. We're just having a conversation. So I'm
Right.
thinking we should just direct it towards young people, like high schoolers, right? And I'm saying like young people. I consider myself young. I'm still 24, but let's say 2024, young people is not doing this. Talking about something that can open their minds or something that can elevate their mind, their way of thinking, right? Something that can challenge them to get better. And I think this is what this podcast is doing, right? It's gonna challenge you to think differently instead of just sitting there smoking or playing video games, only like doing things that typical people our age is doing or your age is doing, right? They think this is lame. So I just want us to direct this podcast towards that. why something like this is recommended in our lives. Because I feel like most people don't have their parents in their lives to teach them, to put them through like the hard part of life. Because I want to say it's hard because it's it's not common. You know what I'm saying? People young like this to talk about these things because we all think it's lame. I can go back in my previous years.
Yeah.
I probably would have thought this is lame. Not that that's me, but I would have thought like, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Everybody looking at this as lame. And I'm not gonna lie. Some of your friends might think, oh, what are you doing here? What do you think you're talking about? You guys are talking about a bunch of nonsense. But if you feel related to it, it means it's something about you that like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
what you say about that?
I mean, personally, I feel as I can speak for myself. You know, I can't speak for others, but I feel as when I speak or I preach the stuff that I preach out my mouth, I feel as people listen to it, and of course, not everybody agrees with me, and I can respect that.
Facts.
It's like the stuff I say is not for you to. It's not for you to like. What is the word that I want to use?
For you to take it or leave it, I just want to say it because
Take it personal?
something like that.
Like not to take it personal.
No, I wouldn't even say personal. It's just for you to open your mind and be like, okay, well, if he's doing this and we're both the same age and we come from the same place, but he's in a like he has better status than me right now, then that must mean I'm doing something wrong in life. Because of course, not everybody's willing to do this. For example, a lot of people are camera shy. A lot of people are like they're not brave enough to do certain stuff. So it's like I feel as when I see the stuff I see, it's to like try to help others understand.
If I'm saying this, I'm not thinking about online. I'm talking about in person. You know what I'm saying? I at least the people that I was around, you know what I'm saying, I would phrase it like they would look at this type of topic as lame. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not even gonna lie, I used to have times where me and one of my friends, we used to talk about God, we used to talk about religions, even though we was not on the right path, like we was doing those things. You know what I'm saying? Talk about it, and we would do that instead of listening to music. We want to talk about that, but there's other friends that be like, "Nah, what are you talking about? We gotta listen to music. Like, it's y'all preaching after doing this. Like, I don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? It's like
they'll find a champ or something.
Yeah, and the person that I was doing that with is a pastor now. Like, he's working towards being a pastor, and of course, I'm doing this video, and I'm also open to do more things. So it's like, and the people that was never on that, they're still on the same thing we was doing. So that's the reason I said some people look at it as lame.
It's like more of like growing at times in life, bro. Like you just overgrow sometimes. So
Yeah, that's true. That's basically what I'm trying to say. But the reason I focus on people that are young, like high school and everything, because I noticed that in my life, that's when I started deviating. You know what I'm saying? That's why I started deviating, doing things that basically was gonna hinder my life or slow my progress in life. Because if I would have focused like let's say the type of focus I have right now, if I had that back then, by this time right now, I would have been in a different place. Yeah. That's why I want to focus on people that are younger than me, so I can tell them like, if you do differently, like you're gonna be different. You're gonna have a different result by the time you're 23, 24. Like you don't want to get there and now you're starting to live life. I want you to start living life while you're young. So by the time you're 23, 24, 25, the seeds that you planted is growing. You know what I'm saying? It's harvesting. So you don't want to wait till you're too late. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. Like it's hard, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? And
other than if you could just take the knowledge now and start.
Yeah. Well, you can. You know, all right. This is one of my too. Life is like 3 stages for me, right? That I thought about. The first stage of.
What happened to his
I
name?
think bro was lagging, bro.
Yeah, it's probably the Wi-Fi.
Let's drop code fool.
Nah, I mean, what he's saying is, I can't even lie. It's some true stuff.
Yeah, sure.
What time should I step?
Yeah. You can't hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You just lagged out.
Yo, so basically what I was saying is life, the first step of your life stage, right? Where you gather a lot of information. You like even school is a part of it, right? When you're a little kid, you force your parents to take you to school so you can learn things. and then behind you, that's gathering the knowledge. And then the next step of your life is after college, basically, you can call it is using the knowledge that you found and make it into something, like
Right.
put it into something and create unique. You know what I'm saying? Because of your
Yeah.
unique experience in life, your unique findings in life, you make it a one thing, and then boom. And then your next stage is harvesting from the product that you put forth, like all the finding, and you made it into something, and then now that something that you made is giving you results. That's your old age, like, and then you can teach others. This is what I did. This is the result I got, and then you can do this. And I'm saying you can teach people. That's the stage of life I can think of in my head. That's the stage of life. And of course, I can go against it a little bit too. Let's say, for example, if school didn't exist, the same system would exist. But the only thing is, you don't have a choice wasting time or learning from random things that's not benefiting you. You will be only learning what God wants you to learn. What is going to guide you straight to your destiny quicker. You just finding things. Because I feel like school is making you into a worker. While if you stay in life, learning from your own mistake, learning from your own things, it's going to make you into a person that create that basically carve their own way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, I can't even lie. I'd have to disagree on you when it comes to that topic because I feel as a lot of people, when we have too much free time in our hands, we start to get like sinful thoughts. Not just that, like a whole lot of like crazy stuff go through our mind when you have too much time in your hands. So it's like school in a way kind of does benefit others, but then again, school's not for everybody. But
I mean, school benefits you too.
No,
You
school.
don't need all
School
that.
benefits everybody though. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. I'm not. I don't really believe in school is a waste of time. But I just believe that if you have the right motive behind why you're going to school, then it's gonna help, right? Let's
Yeah,
say
it's not 100% a waste
you
of
don't really
time.
care about school, but let's say you can go and learn how to speak English eloquently. Like it's gonna help you if you really want to be a podcaster. You can speak better, whether you agree with it or not. But at least you already made your mind. I don't really believe in these. You can just go and learn it for other. You can extract good out of it, not just abandon everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe. School is very important. If you know earlier what you want, then you can just choose what I want and focus on that more.
that's so very true. I mean, I feel as it's like with a lot of kids our age nowadays, they just be like, well, yeah, I don't feel the need as I need school or I don't want to go to school, and it's like in a way I can understand that, but it's like you also got to have like you can't just say, oh yeah, I'm not gonna go to school and I'm gonna stop. It's like you got to have a plan behind
But
it. If
yeah,
really planning to stop going to school, you know, you can't just stop and not have a plan.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
But
That's
like just like when people have a plan, it's tough for them to like go ahead and execute it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if
true.
you have a plan and if you don't go pursue it, it's literally pointless to even have a plan. You know what I'm saying? So it's like more of you having a plan, actually go pursue it, other than just having a plan.
Yeah.
But that's okay, though. That's the difference, right? If you're gonna drop out, of that means your plan, you have the vision.
Anybody can have a plan, but the difference is who's gonna pursue it, who's gonna actually put it in action. You know?
But that's the whole purpose of life, though. If part of life is the school, right? God only reveal you the end. That when you have a dream, you don't dream that take a step towards success, right? You only dream that you are at the success land. You're already there, and then now you believe in that success, that's reality, and you work towards it. So why is God giving you the end zone? It's because you can ask the question how you get there, and you need God to navigate towards the vision you had. So school is not the path to get you. But us, we wasting so many years going to school system, learning things. After finishing school, which is around 24, 23, 22, 23, you graduate college, and now you start to live real life. And then now you're starting to chase your dreams. So that's why you don't make it early in your life to late. Most people give up and they settle for the job because like it's getting too hard. Not used to it. But if you came in life natural, like the way God wanted to be, right? From your first day, let's say when you started having the dreams, right? Let's say you had the dreams at 10 years old and you start chasing the dream, right? You start chasing the dream. And it's gonna get hard, but you're gonna get accustomed to the patterns, right? Every time before a breakthrough, life get hard. You know it. So you growing up, you're accustomed to it. You don't even look at it as pain. You look at path to success. But now they teach us school is like, oh, kids need to have rest. You can't learn. Your mind needs to rest. Like all that BS. But mind you, our ancestors used to be in the forest, like sleeping with one eye open. You know what I'm saying? And they still succeeded. Because here, it's like I don't really believe in all that. I think the school system is making us soft in a way that when life hits you, I think they do on purpose. When they make you soft, one life hits you, which is inevitable, right? If you really following the path, your path, you're gonna get hit, right? So they make you soft. So when you get hit, you think everything's moving wrong. In truth, it's not moving wrong, and you can quit and rely on the degree that you got and go get a job.
Right.
That's the plan.
Nah, I mean, I wouldn't even say school at this point because it gets deeper than that.
Yeah, it do. That's more.
The environment and generation nowadays it's like kind of unacceptable. Like, I think the reason I get along with the people I do is number one, they have manners. Number two, they have a why. Like a lot of kids, I feel as that's what they need. And I'm just speaking in general. It's like a lot of people need guidance and they need like a purpose in life because I feel as in this age, a lot of people are lost. Like a lot of people don't know what their purpose is or what they're doing with their life. They're just
They
day
don't
by
even know what life is.
exactly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that
Life is not one answer. It can be anything. But if you don't know your own life, your own definition of life, then you have a problem.
right.
Yeah, and that's why it's a big essential to apply a why in your life, like a why, like why do you go to school? Like you know what I'm saying? Because it's like you could just go to school, but I feel like it gets more deeper when you have a why because you actually do what you gotta do and actually learn what you gotta do for your future. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are just in school just to be in there. So I feel like implying a why in your life is a big essential.
But think about it. Speaking of having a why, notice that we go to school to know why. And they teach us if you don't know what you want to do, go to school.
Exactly, stay in school. So
They're
it's
gonna
like,
give you the why. They're giving you the why, and which is the biggest problem for a man. You don't need
yeah,
something to give you a why. And I
yeah,
heard somebody say that you're not living life till you find something that you're willing to die for. And we don't have that. We go to school. Oh, I don't mind doing IT. It's like why you don't mind. It's not about I don't mind. I'm ready to die to do IT. Then you're gonna do it. But nobody will ready to die for IT. That means it's not meaningful. It's nothing.
yeah.
There's no such thing as the job that we do right now is meaningless. I don't care what it is. I don't care what he do for you. You make $1 million a year. If it's not about uplifting other people or doing something for the people, which is the real job that God will assign somebody to do, then it's not a job. It's a slavery. It's just like an illusion. This is why I told Arnold when we was making the video. Basically, what's going on? It's like a goggles, right? Or a tablet. There's a different type of tablet sitting here, and
yeah.
then they put in your face. Whoever life you want to see, or whatever reality you want to see, you just zoom into it, and then you see that. So now we zoomed in into a society that's giving us whys. But for you to zoom out and see that everything in front of you is a series of somebody trying to take your attention and put you in there. This world is beautiful. Join this one. This one is beautiful. Join this one. You want girls? Join this. There's different type of life in front of you. You choose what you want. But a lot of people don't get to the zone where they're behind it and seeing everything play out and know, okay, I want to create mine over it. That's the problem. I don't know if you guys understand that.
That's very true. I feel that's a lot of people, man. It's just, I mean, a lot of people in this generation. Well, not even this generation. That's been going on for years, for decades now. Matter of fact, is they they start to get too ahead of themselves and forget like, oh, why am I doing this? Or like some people just rush through life sometimes and forget what they have going on. I feel like a lot of people need to slow down with what they're doing.
You don't know what you just said. That's deep.
But
Think
I mean,
about
with
everybody
that,
themselves, right? I'm gonna give you this analogy. This is crazy that you basically, you know how everybody's saying, "Oh, we advanced and all our ancestors, we the one that have the cure for all these medicines. We ahead of everything." You know what I'm saying? Like they say, we are the best generation. Basically, we have the cure, we have technology. Back then, we couldn't find these to cure these. But think about it. We in a life that's not tested. It haven't even been 100 years. So we are the first generation in the future that everybody was dreaming about, right? We can travel to the space, we can do all that. We the first generation. It hasn't even been 100 years, and then we saying that we the best. But our ancestors lived billions of years. And then we're gonna throw everything they believed in the water, and they made it to here. And we only been living in this life for less than 100 years, and we believe we have the best life. It's not even tested. So that's why I don't believe that. That's why I'm the type I focus on what our ancestors did back then, because they lived. There was generations before us, like thousands of generations, millions of generations, billions of years, and then we only did how many years with this technology stuff? 80 years, 60 years,
Yeah.
and then
Now we just want to come and change everything up.
we think we're better than them.
Yeah.
One think that you don't even know when you're gonna die because of this technology. You don't even know when this technology is gonna crash. It's only been tested for 50 years, 60 years, and then we're gonna throw billions of years of existence for 60 years because somebody told us this is better than them.
Yeah, but remember, even with what we were saying earlier, when you told me with the music nowadays and everything, it's like a lot of these people are so weak-minded that it's easy to program something into them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah,
It's like,
but let's be honest though. It's like I don't want to call people weak-minded, even though that's what it is. But I say that they are a victim, and they're allowing themselves to be a victim. That's the thing. You can be a victim, but once you know that you're a victim, you should get out of it. But them, they know they're a victim and they're okay with it because they don't want to start life. They're not confident enough to start life the right way because they don't want to go in the unknown. Mind you, I mean, you in your 20 years, you've been a savant, right? About this fake life. Everybody tell you, come to you, oh, tell me this. You tell them, you know everything about it. But you don't want to leave a life of a connoisseur, right? Somebody that knows everything to somebody that don't know anything. That's why they don't want to accept that my life is wrong. I want to live the life the right way. Even though they know they're living wrong, they'll rather live wrong because they have that gratification. People praising them. Oh, he knows everything. People come to him. They don't want to live. They don't want to live a significant life, just a life that's not significant. They want to be important. They'll rather choose being important in a fake life than being non-important in the real life. Do you understand?
yeah. I mean, some people just think. I mean, some people feel the need to do certain stuff or like hang around certain people just because I guess it looks cool or whatever the fact might be. But I mean, a lot of people, it's just a lot of people in this generation need guidance. Like I said, man.
Nigga, let me tell you something too. Me, I think deep, right? Let me tell you something. Our generation is so low level. I'm talking about levels in spirituality and ranks in front of God, because God gave us ranks. That's why when you elevate, you fix yourself, you start getting a light that radiates through you. That's why there's rich people, poor people, not because they're smarter than you. It's because they elevated in God. They elevated. They have a higher rank. They have a higher vibration, and they can manifest things easier than you. But it's like the energy chart is big, right? You start from small to big. Everybody is at the lowest. That it's so easy to get high, and when you get high, it's so easy to be noticed. That they're keeping us so low that we are stupid. Like, I don't know how to explain it. The whole plan was to keep you low, so you don't have a power to discern things. You don't have a power to see through people's BS. You don't have the powers, and then
it's pretty much more of like you can't surpass them.
Yeah, basically what happened is they know that I can make it, and I feel like I'm better than you. Why would you? So they just cut the race short.
They don't want to. They don't want to equip us with so much that we can't surpass them.
But the thing, they don't need to equip you. That's the thing. Even though that's why I heard some people talking about I can always have excuse that God, you didn't show me the path. You don't do it. God is not gonna do that. That's your job to ask questions. It's like you need to ask, and when you ask, your answers is delivered to you. So you have to sit. Why am I here? What am I doing here? What's the purpose of life? You can't just expect a package at the door saying that, oh, purpose of life. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask. And people, they're so scared for the outcome, they don't want to ask. Even though they want to know, but they don't want their life that they've been living to be proved wrong. They're scared to start life from zero. I think that's what it is.
Are you trying to say that they're scared to hear the truth?
Yeah, because when you hear the truth, you don't have a choice but to live the life the right way. And mind you already have all these knowledge in the fake life. You don't want to come to zero, and now you're asking people that you thought you was better than. Let's say, for example, Carlos been living the life the right way, right? And you've been living life the wrong way, but everywhere you go, Ibrahim, like everybody knows you. They ask you questions about the fake life. But Carlos was one of the person you used to look down at. You know what I'm saying? And now you found out that your life is fake. You want to live right. Since you know you've been looking down on him so bad, so much, that now you have to come and ask him for guidance. You're gonna feel. I used to be above this nigga. Everybody used to praise me more. Why would I ask him? And now the pride is gonna kick in. You're gonna be like, nah, I'd rather stay here. I'm praised over here.
It's
And
like coming into reality.
yes, you don't want to come into reality just because you don't want to stay at the bottom of the meaningful people. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what I say. I'd rather be in the companionship of the greats and be at the lowest scale than being at the highest scale of these people that are deceiving people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's everybody. Everybody in this world. I don't care how demonic you are. You want to be known. You want to be known for the greatest person that do good in the world.
Yeah.
You can't be the greats, the people that do good. It's easy to be the greats to be the people that do evil. Because I can just
that comes with that just comes with what you're calling for real.
That's what I'm saying though. I could easily just go outside right now and purposely crash everybody's car and be like, I'm the best in the world. So I climbed the ladder of the baddest people, but I can't just come and help a homeless person and thinking I'm above all the good people.
Exactly. Yeah.
So people don't want to live low. They want to be high. So I'd rather be high doing bad.
Not everybody has the same calling.
And let me tell you one thing too. This is what I tell myself. Right now, good is being frowned upon, right? When you're good, people look at you like you're nothing. When you're good, people look, oh, you're soft, right? They purposefully make good people look soft. Yeah, that's right now. Because negativity is reigning, is above. When you can make a YouTube video right now touching a man a certain way, acting gay, acting zesty, you blow up. Well, you can come and talk about what we talk about, and you're not gonna, you know what I'm saying?
You're not blowing up. And I've definitely seen that with like this one YouTuber, right? Like he real changed his whole like fan base and everything as far as like what he posts and everything, and just talking about God and trying to be
I'm talking about Gideon?
Nah, I'm talking about
Joel. Dropping over here, but nobody.
Nah, I'm talking about this YouTuber Joel TV. He used to do gold digger pranks, and he had like a big thing that happened to him, and he had a spiritual encounter with God.
Talk about us, bro, and real stuff, bro.
Yeah, him. So it's like now he posts about how he like bringing people to God, and mind you, this is a person that used to get millions of views on videos, and now he talks about God. He gets 300 something views, hits like 1K a video, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like a big. That just shows you like
something about this. But when you come in with God, you have to go to zero and then you go back up. So
man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. But it's worth it. It's really worth it.
But that's how you know you have faith or not. If somebody don't have, they want to go back to the old ways. Oh, I can't deal with this. I used to get millions. Like, you know, it's the pride thing. Like I said, you don't want to. You was doing bad. You're known for that. You don't want to change your life. And the people that used to be looking at as peasants, now you need them. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't low after you live right, like high in the fake life. But if you don't do that, that means he got faith. He's willing to do the right thing.
But like this podcast, right? This podcast right here, believe me, God works in mysterious ways. This is gonna go out to the people that are actually needing it. This pops up on your For You page or anything. It's a sign. Like, things just don't happen just to happen. It's a sign. So
true. That's what I do. And I'm not trying to like make things happen. I just do it and leave it there. That's why
this right here is not for everybody. Like, everybody has their own timing, and so it's like if it pops up on your For You page, just know
it's a sign for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I didn't finish my analogy. I was saying that right now that you do good is looking bad. Like, people don't support good; they support bad. You touch a man a certain way, you blow up quick, right? But there will be a time where positivity is reigning. You know what I'm saying? Let's say it's balanced. Negativity is high right now, right? And then now, whatever you do negative, the light is on you because it's high. You know what I'm saying? It's beating positivity. Not to say that's what it is, but just visual. And let's say there will be a time where positivity is reigning. The people that used to be at the bottom, now they're at the top. So it's like, now I will be at the top, but they don't believe that was going to happen. So they would rather just stay. Since this is up right now, I'm staying here. It's like you go to war, and you know these people are the strongest one. Nah, I'm willing to fight on this side. And you quit just to go on the other team because they're better than you. Let's say you are Blade, and you see that Blade is not good. You want to go to Rose. You know what I'm saying? So something like, you can't do that, right? So you stay on your side.
Example.
Good. Now,
hypothetically speaking, Blade beats Rose, like, in the future.
But I'm just saying, I'm not saying that's what it is. I just wanted you to understand it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't leave your home team. You can't leave your team like to go on the other side just because you want quick fame.
No,
but what it switches up. A lot of people transfer to Blade. best thing in the world, and you switch, like you can't come back from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not for real.
I mean, you're basically trying to say like,
No,
yeah,
Disney.
you could win, but like, at what cost? Like, was it
Yeah.
really worth it?
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I mean, I feel as that's true. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people, they often look up to celebrities and be like, oh yeah, well I want to be rich like him, and
But you don't know what that person really did to, you know what I'm saying,
Oh,
To do like
or,
get that
or
way.
what they went through to get to where
Like what they have to accomplish should be like that.
yeah.
or
Not
let's go.
nothing happens overnight. Everything takes time.
I do IT just because everybody's talking about that's what's blowing, and your parents are like, "Oh, you're not doing nothing with your life. Why don't you just do IT?" Like, it's just funny to me. Like, what do you mean? What do you know about IT? Just because you heard somebody, one or two people talk about it, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's those type of things. Like, why should I do it? It don't resonate with me. You came to me talking about IT. I don't care about no IT. You know what I'm saying? If tomorrow is something else that's booming, you're gonna tell me to do that something else. So it's never like meaningful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just go to the winning side. They don't want to stay in the losing side and trying to make it work. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And if you go ahead.
nah, I feel as that's true. A lot of people, it's like they don't stay solid to their craft. It's like, for example, New Year, new resolution, whatever the case might be.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm just like, when I seen that it was a new year, I'm like, all right, like I'm grateful, whatever. I feel as soon as New Year hit, it's like, all right, that doesn't mean, oh yeah, change up everything I've done. Nah, stay solid to your craft, whatever you believe in. But what you do got to change is your habits. You don't want to keep doing the next 12 months the same thing you've been doing the past 12 months.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like, stay solid to your craft, be wise, be brave. Be confident enough to believe that you're gonna accomplish what you've been working for these past 2 years, this past year, this past months, whatever the case might be. Like,
What am I saying is like if you believe in God, you can't lose. You know why I said that is because let's say, for example, God is saying, if you believe in me, I'll never make you fall, right? If you believe in me, you won't fail. Like, you know what I'm saying? You won't fail. Like, it's impossible if you really believe in God 100%, you won't fail. So if God is promising you that, and you actually believe in God to the end, right? You don't quit, right? You won't fail. Because if you fail, you prove God wrong. And nobody ever proved God wrong. So I dare you to prove God wrong. That's how I look at it. People can come at me disrespect, oh, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. I'm like, okay, I believe in God. And if at the end of the day I don't make it, it's like I proved God wrong, and nobody ever did that. And that's where I know God won't be proven wrong ever. So it's like I know I'm on the right path. That's how I always tell myself whenever things start getting too hard. I'm like, have anybody ever proved God wrong? No, nobody ever done that before. So it won't be me. So I'm gonna believe to the day I die.
Right.
nah, but let me, what I do feel as, because we talk a lot about religion throughout the podcast.
Yeah.
What I do recognize a lot is, even my teacher, like you said, sometimes you got to be open minded. She told me like, well, personally, this is what I know. There is no bigger sin to God, So, like,
Yeah.
you stealing a bar of candy is just as big as you killing somebody,
Yeah.
So it's no bigger sin. So my teacher told me, right? She was like, so how come if there's no bigger sin, like people often seem to judge people that like have different pronouns or whatever the case might be, right?
Yeah.
Like, let me ask you this: what do you think about that? Like, people often follow their religion more than they follow a relationship with God. Does that make sense?
You say people follow their religion.
Yeah, like people follow like more so what a religion says.
Oh, I get it. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Nigga, this is deep, bro. Like, this is something I would really love to talk about
Nah,
because
my fault to interrupt you, but have you heard that even the people that call my Lord, like
yeah,
even they're gonna be departed from God, and they
yeah,
won't enter. Yeah,
I
that's because I think about that. I'm like, oh, so it means there's a lot of people out here that are quote unquote
lost.
living for God, but
They're
they're
not. They're
they're
not.
still not gonna go into heaven, So it
Yeah.
gets deep.
But
Like,
like those, you see, the way God has a way of like how do I say this? Like bringing them out, bringing them to light. You know what I'm saying? For those that don't believe, you know what I'm saying? Like those which are uh, fake believers or call Lord, Lord, Lord. You know
Fake
what I
belief.
mean?
It's just ignorant. They just don't
Yeah, not
understand.
fake believers, but yeah, ignorant. Yeah.
Let's say,
now,
let's say, let me tell you what I'm trying to explain is religion is a way to get to God, but people just use the act of religion. They don't see the part where you have to connect with God. Yeah, I can pray all day. I'm a Muslim. I can bend down all day doing that, but I'm not praying because there's no connection with God, and people don't understand that. The people that have connection with God, you can see it. That's it. That's why even when I was young in Africa, they used to say the people that you thinking are the most religious and don't have no connection with God. But the most sinful person that you can think this person is a sinful person can have built stronger connection with God than the other one. So religion is just a way to connect to God. But people don't see that link. They only see that if I'm worshiping, I'm going to church on Sundays, I'm praying on Fridays. That means I have connection with God. I'm doing what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what it is. You have to have connections with God. You have to have your heart connected to God. And when you do, you can tell the difference. Like you can hear. I'm not gonna say you can hear God's voice, but you can hear the guidance. You can see the guidance. You can see your mistakes. Like it's like God's gonna put a screen in your face. You see things, but people don't have that. They just go to church or they just pray. And those are the people that actually judge people. But the people that have real connection with God, they don't judge because they understand.
Yeah, because it was even as school, I often talk about God. Well, not even often. I talk about God almost every day at school to people. But
Yeah.
it's like people like they criticize me. They be like, "Well, you've also done this. You've also done that."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, without a doubt. I said I'm a believer of Christ. I never said that I was perfect.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because a
Yeah.
lot of people, it's like a lot of people judge and criticize, but it's like a lot of people at times don't often take a look in the mirror and be like, "Damn, like I'm doing all this judging, but
But
it's like we're
But
we're
see,
in life."
with that, like that's how I feel like that's how some people intend to like block their blessings and you know
I
what I
like,
mean that God has for them. And
yeah.
they know it. Like you talking about this person, but you don't know you don't realize that you're blocking your blessing, you know?
But that's why too you get hated on because think about it. People look at you in this light, but God look at you in a different light. And when you start glowing, you can't deny a godly person, right? Because a
Yeah.
sinful gonna be glowing. But if you start glowing, they're gonna be like, why is Carlos glowing? Like what? Like, but they don't understand that you might not be going to church every day, but you have a stronger connection to God. That's why you're glowing. Because your heart is clean, your heart is good. That's people don't understand that. You can go to the mosque, you can go to the church, you can only there's thousands of people, but you can only see two people that's really glowing. You go to mosque, you see thousands of people. You only see two people that's glowing. Why is that? Because everybody's just there. They didn't find the connection with God. Religion is just made to see to make it easier for you to connect. But it's so much easier to connect, but people still don't connect. They don't see it.
Right.
Right. It's like you're more so following like
Yeah, the act of it.
right.
The,
You're more so following the act more than you're having a relationship with God.
yeah, facts. Because literally, you don't even need. God made a religion to make it easy for us to connect with Him. Because usually, let's say before religion was ever, probably you have to find it in your heart to connect on your own. You have to find it on your own way. But God have made a system to make it easier for you to see how to connect. But the system is too big for people. Like it don't make no sense. Because you still gotta ask yourself, why am I frustrating? Why am I praying? Like you gotta ask those simple things. And your heart is gonna lead you to that. That's how you know you have connection with God. Like you gotta know the meaning behind what you do. You know what I'm saying? I can sit here and I talk to God in a way, and I can talk to God in a different way. But I know it's hidden because you can start seeing the joy out of you. That's how you know you're really doing it. But people don't never get to that like that part of their life where they're feeling joy out of nowhere by talking to God. And sometimes I be delusional. I be sitting in my car talking and enjoying it. I be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Other people would never understand that. They'll be like, why are you talking like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? You being blasphemous, like, you know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. But like, your life is your life. My life is my life. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, I mean, that's very true that you actually said that. Is like I've heard about that, but I've never really understood it so much. When you said like it could be 1,000 people at a church or a mosque or whatever the case might be, but it's like not everybody's glowing or shining, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel that's what it is when like I can speak for myself, right? I could enter into a room full of people that might have more money than me, might be doing better in life, and I'm happy for them, you know. But I feel that when I walk into a room, I'm like I'm the most confident. Like I know I could outwork anybody in here, but that's not because of who I am,
Yeah.
but that's more so because of what I believe and what I know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's definitely what it is, bro. There's no such thing as being confident unless there's something backing you up. Because if
Right.
I'm and there's nothing back, I'm just boasting. I'm just boasting. I'm not really confident. And that's why everybody is in the world. They just boasting. They're not confident. They walk, they put their shoulders up, they act. They do the act like religion, right? They're not glowing, but they're just acting. I'm going to church every day. So people that you see everybody claim as confident, they're just acting. They're doing the act. They don't have the real confidence, which is inner your inner confidence, like you said you have. Like, because you know there's something backing me up. Why am I so confident? Why am I not so scared? Because there's a bigger power that's backing me up. And I know I'm friend with him. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's the confidence.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I feel like a lot of people mistake me for that because it's like they be like, "Oh, well, you're so cocky, you're so ignorant
Yeah.
into your ways." But it's like I'm not even ignorant. It's more so of you don't understand my purpose behind what I do and how I do it. Just because I don't explain it to you in every different way doesn't mean that it's ignorant for me. You know,
Yeah.
it's just my path with God and my relationship with God. It's not for y'all to understand or for y'all to give me clarification. Oh yeah, you're on the right track. No, that's not how it works personally for me. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like that's religion. I feel as religion helps you a lot, man.
For
You know.
sure. You need religion. You need because I feel like the religion, God so love us that he made religion. Religion is not like a ceremonial thing that you do, but it's a way to make your mind easier to focus. So God, like let's say this is how I look at religion. It's a tunnel. So you can't look out. You can't look out. So God is saying, just keep going to the tunnel. You're gonna see me. But people still wanna. What's behind it? What's on the other side? Like why
Yeah.
you? God has made it
We're
easier. If there's
we're
no,
the wrong thing.
how you gonna find God? It's gonna be hard. It's only few people that can ever find God. So God purposefully put religion so to block these. Don't worry about here. Don't worry. Just keep going. You're gonna find me to give you to light the way for you, and you still don't care.
Right.
You know what
Yeah. Nah. For
I'm saying?
sure.
But Carlos like, yeah, that's smart, bro.
Yeah. Nah. That's very true.
Appreciate it. Nah, but I mean, let me ask you this: what do you feel as like? Because you know, a lot of people. Me personally, I used to be a Catholic, but then I converted because me personally, I just don't agree with what they do and the beliefs of like praising to like Mary and saints and stuff like
Yeah,
that. I don't
yeah,
really do that. You know, I know Jesus Christ and that's all I know. You know.
yeah. I mean, in my religion, we actually believe in Jesus Christ. We just don't believe him as he's God. We believe him as he's a prophet,
Right.
and prophet too. That's definitely gonna come back at the end time. And we Muslim, if you alive when he come, even if you have to crawl to go to him, you have to. It's like a must. God is telling us when the black flag arises where Jesus is here. I don't care if you're in Africa and he's here, you have to crawl. Even if you can't walk, you have to get to him, which is he's gonna bring the world back to order, which is positivity is gonna be on top. He's gonna basically all the oppression that's going on, he's gonna take it
Mhm.
over. It's still the Antichrist. We believe in all that, but we don't believe he's God or the Son of God. But everything else, we believe that he's one of the mightiest prophets of God. And
Yeah.
he's not dead, he's still alive. And God raised him to the heavens, and he's gonna come when his time is here. And
Yeah.
we actually
Yeah.
waiting.
It's like that. It's like for like Christians and everything. It's like like God's gonna come like a thief in the night. You know what I mean? Like it's like you won't even hear him coming for real.
Yeah.
And
But I got a scenario where there's one guy, he's the Imam, his name is Imam Mahdi, he's gonna come. And the scenario where how Jesus is gonna come is gonna be Imam Mahdi is gonna come and he's gonna be running the world basically from the oppression, from the all these bad dark energies, and they're gonna be calling the prayers to the Imam Mahdi, and then Jesus is gonna come down from the heavens behind. He's gonna
Mm.
see, be like, okay, you the leader of the Muslims, just come pray, make us pray, lead us. And Jesus is gonna be like, it's only right that you make us pray because the prayer was called for you. And Jesus is gonna let him pray, and after that, he's gonna have a meeting, and he's gonna kill the Antichrist. And I'm saying, I don't know if you guys believe that the Antichrist is gonna come and terrorize the whole world. Jesus is gonna kill him, and from there, Jesus will take over. He's gonna be the leader of the world, and he's gonna bring everything to norms, and that's what we believe in.
Nah, that's not more so of what we believe. You know, we we don't personally believe that. What's it called? Because we do believe that the Antichrist is gonna come. And let me get this clear: when I say believe, like that's a tricky word in religion, because when
Yeah.
people say believe, they think you mean like, oh, I praise that or I follow
Yeah.
that. Nah, you know, the word believe is a little tricky when it comes to religion.
Believing is not knowing 100%, but I believe I know it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right,
Yeah.
cause like if for example if I was to say, well yeah, like I believe like in witchcraft, people would be like, oh, so you practice it, and
Yeah,
it's like
yeah, nah.
that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't mean that. I mean that as like I believe as in is, oh yeah, it's real, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
but I don't practice or follow it. So it's like yeah, we believe that the Antichrist is gonna come, and a lot of people are gonna get fooled by him, and
Oh yeah, a lot
they're
of
gonna
what it
they're
says. A
gonna be
lot
like,
of
oh
people.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
this is God, this and that, and the third,
exactly.
whatever the case might be. But I feel as if you're a true Christian and you have the knowledge
Yeah.
as much as you say, you will know for a fact who is like
The real.
the real Christ, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah.
But
And that's like it's just like if God like speaks to you, you you know it's him.
Yeah.
And you if something else speaks to you, you're gonna know, nah,
But
this
I
not
mean,
God. This something else.
if we're looking at life right now, we can easily. I don't want to say this because it might sound like it's bragging, but you can see the people that might fall for that. You know what I'm saying? For the antichrist's dilemma or whatever you call it. Like, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? For deception. Because it's like there's people, if you don't have a faith, if you don't have faith in God, it's only right that you can fall for the antichrist, because God is not gonna, you know what I'm saying? You don't have a connection where God can just like send you a text you saying, nah, this is not it. Because if you really have a connection with God, you can feel it when you're doing something wrong. God is gonna like
Yeah.
hear that voice in your head. But some people don't even got that because they don't have no connection with God. So
Yeah.
they
That's
assume, like, which is they've been acting the whole time. This guy is doing miracles. He look like this. He's doing that. I'm gonna follow it. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
And that's
But the people that really have that connection with God, if somebody's doing miracles, you're gonna be like, there's something off about this. Why?
exactly
Off? There's something inside of you that's godly that knows that something is off. But other people
right.
don't have. You tell them why you think you always know everything. Like, why you think you don't want to know how people is faking or not. Like, I don't want to leave. You always have problems. They hate on you because you have that intuition and they don't got that. And they probably assume that they pray more than you, they do more than you, but you have the connection with God. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I
And
mean, I feel as with that topic, it's like a lot of people are just so ignorant. Like, for example, when you sin, you feel the guilt without a doubt, you know, like,
Yeah.
oh man, why would I do this? Why do I keep doing this sinful habit or whatever the case might be? And it's like a lot of people feel the guilt, but it's like they're too so like ignorant and caught up in their ways and in their desires on this earth that it's like they don't even care, you know? Like you're so fed up on like, oh well, I want to smoke all day. This is what gets me going. I want to drink all day. This is what gets me going. And not that I'm judging, cause I can't lie, I have done that myself. But it's like, at some point you got to snap and be like, all right, it's too
It's
much
not
guilt.
getting nowhere.
Repeat that.
Yeah, like I say, that's not, you're gonna snap out of it and say this is not getting me nowhere. Because think
yeah,
about it, you doing it for the sake of relief from whatever problem you're going through. Because I believe that if you have imbalance in you, it means that something's lacking. And most of the time, people that smoke, they have that imbalance and they hide it with the smoking. Right? And mind you, they call it getting high, getting high. And the real high is with God. God will raise you naturally, and when you raise you, you start radiating light. So
Right.
you want to go to the devil to give you a temporary high where you feel like you're there. Basically, it's getting you high to the point where you're supposed to be spiritually, your level, your rank. It's gonna get you there for a second, and then when it wears off, you go down and you feel the imbalance again. So for you to feel that imbalance, instead of temporarily going there every day, you can just face your problem and kill it. You're gonna naturally rise there, and you're gonna be illuminating with the light of God forever, unless you choose to come back down. So life is a ranks. Like that's why they say I look up to this person because he's so high in the spirit. Even when you look at him, you know there's something about him. This guy is a big person. This guy is worthy of being respected. You can see somebody that's 50 years old. You look at him, like let's say he's talking, he's serious, he's staring, he just want to laugh. Why is that? Because you thought where he's supposed to be, he's not there. He's lower than that. So even you as a young, you know you're above this guy. Not to disrespect, but it's gonna come out of you. You just want to laugh. But if
Right.
somebody just stare at you and talking to you seriously, yeah, yes sir, yes sir. It's not like you purposefully submitting, but it's like it's natural for you to be there because his energy is overpowering you, like to put you in your humble zone
Right.
because he's higher in God, like he's upper. So your energy is forced to submit because he's above you. And if you
Right.
want to be respectful, you can't because that's what I mean. I'm getting off topic, but this is why with the girls too. When I see people on here, there's so many channels talking about women nowadays are not this and not that. I, I mean, I can agree what they're saying over
To a
the certain,
certain extent. To a certain
like,
extent.
but if you deep, that's not what it is. Men are not high no more. You're not doing what men do no more, getting high close to God. That's the purpose of men. You come here to work hard to get closer to God. And when you get there, you have this powerful energy. When you come, it conquers the whole room. You go inside the room, everybody feel your energy. Like, who's that?
Yeah.
You go around women, it's like they want to bow down to you. It's natural. Like you just see in them, like they submission
Right.
naturally. But men nowadays, even me, I was a victim of this. I was thinking women just gotta submit. I didn't know that you have to rise high. So when you come, your energy is gonna force them to bow down, whether they want to or not.
Yeah. Because I feel like men is to lead. You know what I mean? Like it's like a
You're African, right?
yeah. Huh?
You're African.
Yeah.
So imagine. I mean, I don't know if you've been in Africa, but in
Yeah.
Africa,
I'm from Uganda. Yeah.
when I was young, like women used to sit down and say hi to their husband, like not
Oh
say
yeah.
hi, how you doing, sir?
Oh
Even
yeah. On their knee. Yeah.
what I'm saying, because you have to give him the leadership, not because
It's a certain respect. It's a certain
yeah,
respect.
it's
Yeah.
basically proving his rank.
Yeah.
Think about, that's why us, man. Us nowadays, America have destroyed us, like even me included. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can go outside and see people that are higher than us, right?
Mhm.
Meaning they went through more shit than us. And then
Mhm.
we look at old man, look at him, he's a bald head, touching pranks like in the name.
Exactly.
Like you don't do that because he's above you. Like he rose higher than you, so you have to respect him. Yeah, like God is honoring him already because he's close. He's higher than you, so you have to honor him. You
Yeah.
have
Even in my countries like that, like my like when I was in Uganda like 2 years ago, went for there to visit in the summer, like my sister, she was giving some food to my dad. Like it's more of like she had to get on her knee,
yeah, not to
and
disrespect.
it's more of like a respect thing, and like he's the alpha dog type.
Yeah, it's not even about offer because I feel like that don't take the value away from him. If you
Yeah.
say, I don't even like to say those physical things,
Yeah.
like physical, right? So if your dad did all the work in his life, going through the pain to rise high, to climb the ladder of God, let's say there's 100 ladders, right? He climbed to 50, and you a little kid, you at one, and you're gonna come and look him in his eyes and like, what's up? What's up? You don't even got two, bruh. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like people that's above you. That's why even in religion they say you have to respect your elders, you have to respect your father, you have to respect people that's above you. You have to take knowledge
Right.
from them. If they're homeless.
Yeah.
You
It
don't
says that in the Bible. Yeah.
don't look at their physical appearance since life is more spiritual, but
What happened to his thing? It's lagging.
it's recording. Can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
You could hear us, Lamine?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we could hear you.
Bro, I can't hear y'all, bro. Somebody just called me through the phone. Somebody just called me under.
Oh, I can hear you.
Yeah, we could hear you. We could hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh no, you can hear me?
Yeah, I
Yo,
can
can
hear
you
you.
hear me?
You can hear me?
I don't know why it's tripping.
Lamine.
Bro, I can't hear y'all though, bro.
Oh, you can't hear us? We can hear you.
Wait, Diallo, if he leaves and joins back, will it stop?
I don't know what's going on.
You can hear us?
But yeah, now I can.
You can
Somebody
hear?
just called me under. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, we can hear you.
Yeah, somebody called me. That's dope. But what I was saying though, America has destroyed us so much that people can easily go film a prank and touch an old man's bald head and making fun of him. Like he's a
Mhm.
whole man. Like you don't even know where he rank in the world. You don't even know where he rank in front of God. Because think about it, life is not physical. We more so to respect people that have money. And mind you, back in the days, even the money thing was not a thing. Capitalism was not a thing. You only respect people for where they rank, right? You come
Mhm.
to somebody and you see a king, you know he's a king because he's probably the highest in rank in front of God. It's not just about he's the strongest, it's this and that. It's rank. There's ranks, and people know it. And now they build capitalism to put people with a high rank to the bottom because they're humble. They have because for you to be a high rank, you have to kill some of your ego, some of your flesh. You know what I'm saying? You don't dwell in your flesh, you dwell in your spiritual. So if you dwell in your spiritual, you don't fight, you always take this backseat, you always understand everything. So they call that weakness. And they put you in the back and put somebody that's boasting, that's doing all that to put at the top. And now people are worshiping people that's not deserving to be worshipped. Not that everybody deserves to be worshipped, but I'm talking about in the sense that deserve to be respected. Respect is something that you must give to somebody that's high above you. I don't care if you older than me, but God have put you above me. I have to respect you. It's not
Yeah,
because it's not because I want to. It's because God is forcing you to respect you
God is
because
for.
you
Yeah,
you above me, and people know it when somebody's above them, but they don't want to respect. So that's my biggest problem in the world, right? You can see somebody that everybody's flocking to, but he don't deserve to be respected. He's nothing.
but I feel like I like agree with that, but
You go.
more.
Let me say one
Mhm.
more thing. The thing is too, people don't see it because what they're still at the level zero. You know what I'm saying? The society have kept them there. So for you to see in the spirit, you have to rise above a little bit from your flesh. And there's no that. So I can't blame them too. I only blame the system. That's why I want God to make me the person to fight that joint. So go
Mhm.
ahead, bro.
No, I said I agree with that, but it's
Yeah,
like I feel like for people, it'd be hard for them to know who like with the ranking, like you had mentioned about
yeah.
the ranking part, or like who's like I wouldn't never necessarily say it as who's higher than who, but more of like who's more of like who God has a little bit up here, who you know what I'm saying, who has more knowledge. I would say about. Hmm?
That's what the purpose of prophets, right? Prophets mean
Yeah,
that they went closer to God in a way that God can
yeah,
reveal to them.
yeah.
So if you have ability to God for God to reveal something to you, that means you're higher. Like if I'm
Uh-huh.
low, why
Prophets, exactly why they call them prophets. Yeah,
as prophets, there's such thing
yeah,
as I'm saying.
yeah,
I don't know Christian apostles. There's levels, right? So that means
mhm,
he's higher, 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 higher.
yeah.
You have to
Christians,
mind you.
prophets. Yeah.
There's actually that's the thing. There's people higher than you. That's the thing. There's people higher than you. That's why in heavens everybody don't have the same ranks. Like you,
Mhm.
there's levels to it. You have to work. That's why we here. We all have equal chances. Whether you blind, you don't have no leg, you still have the same because God don't look at us like in our physical body. It's not about what we do. It's the soul, right? That's why He said you go to church, you only see a few people with the light. Everybody's just blindly following. So your soul is the one that worship God. We worship God with physical. That's why it's not. We don't see no progress. But if you
And
stop God with your soul inside, you praying
uh
like you praying with your soul, you feel the connection. How can you
right
feel muscles? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You,
to add on to what you were saying, like more of like how some people are like blindly open, like their eyes are closed and everything, like their body and physical, their physical might be in church and everything, but it's more of like some people intend to think that waking up, going to church on Sunday, oh that's you know what I'm saying, that makes them Christian, but reality, like the church is
I
inside of
haven't. Yeah, it is. It is.
us. That building can fall down. That's just a temple to go and worship Him and minister to each other.
Or
But
learn
the church,
or a pastor or something like that.
yeah,
You know.
the church is really internal. It's in our heart. It's in our heart where we. This is our temple right here. You know what I'm saying? Like this is our temple where we actually, uh, like this why like the soul, your soul. That's why it's so important because it's like it's
It's
inner.
inside of
Because
Yeah,
your body's a temple. Your body's
you.
a temple.
yes,
You got to
Yeah,
be
your
careful
body's a temple for
what you
your soul.
put in there, what you do
and
with it.
yeah, and the church is just that the building of a church that could fall down. That's just a building where people go to and minister and you know what I'm saying, uh, learn. So it's like like yeah,
Right.
Yeah, Carlos, what was you saying?
No, I mean that's very true. Is a lot of these people, I wouldn't even just say Christians at this point. A lot of religions, they're like they're only that religion for that certain day. For example, Christianity, just a scenario, right? A lot of a lot of these quote unquote Christians, they're Christians on Sundays, but what's it called, Monday through Saturday? It's like, who are you as a person? You're out here doing the same stuff you've done, and it's like you can't just be a good person. I mean, a Christian one day and then forget who you are the rest of the week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and to add on to what he said, it's like that's like how when I be going out to play football and everything, you know what I'm saying? Like when I be having games, it's like you're when you're out of the church, the building. I'm talking about the building. When you're out of that, it's like when you go out, even like when I play football or like when you beside a Sunday, when you go out, it's like you're representing God. You know what I mean? Like, but like not everybody's perfect. Of course we're human. We're gonna mess up, but you know what I'm saying. But we have to have some sort of courage to be like, oh no, I can't. I gotta chill. I gotta chill with how I'm doing this. So I gotta, yeah, pretty much.
Nah,
For real.
that's very true what you're saying. You got to you got to set a good image of yourself as a person and for what you
Yeah.
represent.
Now I'm
'Cause
not. I'm
Speaking of,
not saying.
huh?
I'm not saying that. Oh, I'm gonna go out here and be the most perfect man in the world. Like I'm
you
not gonna.
can.
I haven't. I'm not saying I haven't done like bad things or haven't sinned, but it's like I'm human. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to mess up. So
What I was gonna say too, bro. Speaking of making mistakes and who we are, and this is the crazy thing that I came in turn with, right? You know how we can talk? You would think that I'm seeing you, but I'm not seeing you. I'm seeing your soul, but not like clearly with my eyes. But it's like that's your character, right? Let's say if I know you, like you guys know each other. If I say explain me, tell me who is Arnold. You're not gonna tell me Arnold is 6'4". Arnold is Arnold. His name, his mom name. You're gonna tell me Arnold is a cool guy. Like he's a respectful guy. He loves God. Like he's honest. So what does that come from? We can't see honesty, we can't see respect, but you're saying he's that. So that
right,
means describing his soul. He's describing who is himself, his inner self. Do you know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
Right.
Even your girls can be like, nah, I like this guy because he make me feel protected.
yeah,
Feel what is feeling about? It's feeling
yeah,
is the connection of the universe, right? It's a language of the universe. It's a language of the soul from the soul. So if I can make you feel some type of way, that means my soul did it. Oh, when I talk to you, I feel like he's genuine. Why you feel like? Why don't you know I'm genuine? Because you feeling it from your soul to my soul. So it's like when we talk, we exchanging connection from our souls. So you don't really see me. You talking to my soul basically. Like you said, the body's just a vessel. So
yeah,
that's why whenever I tell y'all like introduce yourself from your characters, I know it sounds crazy, but it's like I just build that habit to say that if somebody call me Lamin, you just summarizing my characters.
yeah,
Honest person ready to die for God, like that's me. I don't
hmm,
want you to just assume that I'm this that guy that's 6'5".
yeah,
I'm African, and that's not me. You know what I'm saying? Even though I've been there. That's the places that I've been, or I have those. Those are my possession that God gave me physically, but that's not me. Me is the person that you can describe that but you can't see.
yeah. Internal. What's the real you? What's it? Yeah,
But
I
that's
feel
a,
that.
you can the way I explained it, you can think that's normal. But some people don't even think like that. Why
Hmm.
know yourself? Why are you living life? If and I'm saying these are simple. I'm talking to you. Why is he feeling like he's feeling protected? You gotta
Right.
ask. You gotta ask questions, bro.
Hmm.
I know it's not normal, but I'm just a type of person. I gotta know everything about me,
Oh,
everything. But yeah, though.
Now I feel as I want to use this as an example. I'd rather be a wealthy man more than a rich man because
You said what?
let,
What? I heard that.
I said I'd rather be a wealthy man more than a rich man.
Yeah.
And why do I say that? When you're rich, of course, I mean without a doubt, it's nice. You have money, you can own things. All right, that's that's fine, that's nice. I can't lie. But a wealthy man is somebody with knowledge, somebody with a purpose, somebody with a plan after you accomplish what you already did. It's like you have wisdom, you're brave. So it's
Yeah.
like you can't just want like a little. I'm not saying don't be grateful with what you got, but never be satisfied. Does that make sense?
Because think about it like this: why would you be satisfied if you ever satisfied? I mean, you being selfish. Because if you have the access to make as much money as possible, you unlock a version of you that can have anything you want. Why don't you want more that you need for the other people? Because they you never know if they're gonna get to that level. That's why every generation there's only a few billionaires, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? If everybody could have been billionaires, like there's no value. But if I have the ability to become a billionaire, I'm gonna keep going for more. People can say you greedy, but yeah, you can call that. But I'm just gonna do it for the whole world because everybody can't get to that level. If I got
Right.
to, I have to juice every penny so I can help the people that can't get there. But if you're satisfied, you being selfish. Okay, I'm cool with this. I can live my life with this. Then what's in it for the people? Yeah, I feel like if you get to that level, you owe the people. It's not just like, oh, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling generous. You owe it to them. It's your job to help the people. God would never get you there if you're not taking something for the people. God don't. If it's only you, God will give you what you need. But if you get in there, there's a responsibility that you have to do. If you don't do it, God will take you there quick, and you will know. Like when you get there, it's like you know there's a contract between you and God what you need to do.
Right.
I believe that.
Because now that's very true. God gives everybody the same treatment, but He gives everybody different obstacles. You know,
Yeah,
it's like God doesn't sit here and say, "Oh yeah, well I'm gonna pick him over you
yeah,
because he sins less." No, God gives everybody a fair
equal.
chance, just different obstacles. You know.
But that comes to say again, people is above people, not because that God is saying you better, not God saying because what He did, what He's bringing forth, what His connection with God is, what He's striving to get to God. That's why when you get high up, you become a prophet more than the other because you came to far that other people can't come. So God uses you to help others to get this to do the same thing you did, so they can get there. And I'm talking about that
Right.
it's you think that somebody's above you like your parents, you can, you know what I'm saying? If somebody's wiser than you, most likely they're above you. Like, but you have to get to the level where you can see this person, God is elevating him more than me. So you have
Yeah.
to, that's why even you want to be an IT technician, right? You can't just learn that. You just got to go to somebody that know more than you.
Right.
Learn under them, you get a certification, then boom. So in life, spiritual, the main life is spiritual. So there's people above you.
Yeah,
But
and that's why
the
just
big
like
they did to us is turning life physical, and we're looking at everything physical. So now we're doomed.
right.
Go.
Just like you said about with your parents and everything on that topic right there, like I feel like for me, like with my parents, you know what I mean? Like I have a single my mom's single and everything, but like with my mom in the Bible, like it says it's a mud like you have to adore your mother and father because that's where it really all starts at, you know?
Obey.
Obey, yeah.
Yeah.
Obey. Yeah, you have to obey,
They
you
your
know,
mind. Like, you know what I'm saying?
obey your mother and father because it's like if you can't obey your mother and father, like then you go out to the outside world, then it's like
Nigga, what's the purpose? And let me tell you something that's crazy in Islam. In Islam, they say your heaven is under your mom's feet. Not like literally, but it means that if your mom is not happy with you, God is not happy with you.
right,
So you cannot get God's happiness if your parents are not happy with you. You know what I'm
right,
saying? So that's why you have to obey. Like when I say this, people think, oh, why do I gotta obey my like nah, your parents are your masters. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? They you like they'll own everything you have. Like in Islam, this is so big that if you're rich and your dad want all your money, he owns it. It's like he can have it. That's your
mm,
dad master. You know what I'm saying? But notice that if your parents are happy with you, whatever prayer they do for you, I wish my son become this, is gonna penetrate the skies. Like it's gonna go to God straight. Nothing can stop it. They
yeah,
pray for you. That
right,
in Africa, that's the big thing. In my religion too, that's the big thing. So that's why they say when you have a mom that prays for you, that's happy with you, everything you do, every business you venture into, you won't fail
mm-hmm.
because you have the biggest connection to God, which through them.
Right.
Yeah,
Mind you, the society too, you can look at it. Society is making people look at their parents like, okay, I'm an adult now. You an adult? I'm an adult. When I'm 18, I'm an adult. And they never call your parents more than adult. So they're an adult too. So that means you're equal to your parents. So you can easily look into their eyes and say, whatever, I'm an adult now. I'm grown. I need to like they do that for a reason. Mind you, what do they have to gain? That you can never climb higher. And
exactly,
if you don't respect your parents, you don't obey your parents, you can't climb higher. You can't get that glow on you that's God. Because you have to fix that first. And
yeah,
remember, my podcast, I told you that when I asked God what I need to fix, and I saw the video saying talk to your parents, and I talked and I felt the joy. That's one of them. If I didn't do that, I probably won't grow as a person. So you need your parents. You need, no matter how old you are, if you're 50 and your parents are alive, whatever they tell you, of course, if it's except when them telling you to disobey God, that's the only thing you're supposed to not do what they tell you. But other than that, your parents own you. I know I'm saying it purposefully, like to make it feel like harsh, but I just
You
want,
should. You should. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
yeah,
I feel there's a lot of people need that. A lot
because
of people need. They need discipline in their life because it's like I see a lot of people in my school. I'm like, yo, you're like, for example, me, my mom, she's not from here, but she was willing to work her butt off and do certain stuff that I would. She did certain stuff that I wouldn't even do myself. So
yeah,
it's like you got to look into that. It's like, so your mom did all of this, and what, you're just gonna become a bum? Like you're just gonna be average and not be
Yeah.
nothing. You're just gonna smoke all day, drink all day, and watch lustful stuff. Like, come on, you.
that's deep, bro. That's deep. Like I used to think this. I remember I used to cry about this. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I caught myself being negative, being bad, being selfish. So I sat down in my car one day. I'm like, I'm out here doing this. Wow, my mom is counting on his son. It's like,
That,
imagine my mom is counting on his son to make it, and his son is sitting out there doing this.
yeah.
That killed
Right.
me.
Yeah, it's like I mean I can't imagine as a son like me. It's like I can't. It's not up for choice. Like, oh yeah, it's all right to fail. No, it's like you can't just go up to your parents and say, well, yeah, dad, yeah, mom, I'm a failure. I hope you still love me. Of course, your parents are still gonna love you, but it's like, so your parents went through all this just for you to do
Become this.
nothing. Like,
It,
you at
it's you.
some point you gotta snap and you gotta push yourself and be disciplined.
You got
Quit.
reality.
You're actually disrespecting your parents, bro. Because it's like they believe in you more than you believe in yourself. And the thing is, your parents, even if you let's speak over the surface, what other people can understand are not as deep as us, right? Your parents are the only people that's okay with you being better than them. Nobody else, not even your own blood brother or blood sister.
That's true.
So for that alone, you're supposed to respect them. Just because they're okay for you to be better than them, richer than them, taller than them, sexier than them, like everything than them. They're okay with that. They'll clap for you and it's genuine. If anybody else clap for you, check them. I don't care how genuine they are. There's a little bit there. They wish it was them.
Yeah, I mean that is very true. I actually like that. You said nobody in this world will be more happy to like see you overpass them other than your
Yeah,
parents.
yeah.
That is true.
Hey, that's some real stuff.
It's my son. Like, this is my son. Like, I brought him, like, I taught him. He's doing the good morals I taught him. That's my, you know what I'm saying? Nobody else is going to do
Hey,
it.
that's real though, cause
Because you show them how great they are, not just about
yeah,
you. It's like, I brought a great person in the world. It's my son.
right.
Yeah, it's like for example, right, scenario. It's like if you have a girlfriend, you like. I'm pretty sure the more like wise she is and more beautiful she is, the more like the more willing you're gonna be to like show her out to the world and be like, well, yeah, this is the woman I date and this is the woman that takes care of me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want to be with a woman that's like, oh yeah, I'm just with him because of this, I'm just with him because of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You want to show somebody to the world that's presentable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's what it is.
I have one advice too, but this is an advice, right? And this is what I told myself. If I'm choosing any partner in my life, I'm choosing from the perspective of the person I'm becoming, not the perspective of the person I am right now. So that when I become the person I am, we can still match. Not right now.
Exactly.
And I don't have the choice but to become the person that I want to be.
Because y'all both got some growing to do.
Yes. Because if I choose now, I'm gonna outgrow her or she's gonna outgrow me. Like something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna connect no more. But if I see you have the character of the person that I'm becoming wants, needs, not needs, but I will never need anything. But it's like not to, but it's like when you like when you get to the level, you already complete as a whole. So it's two whole people coming together, not like you need somebody to complete you or anything. That's
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm complete, you complete, we there. So I don't want to pick somebody up right now, and then while my life is still on the building block, I'm still building, and then
Yeah.
you right now, but when I make it, you don't match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So always look at it from the perspective of the person you ultimately gonna become, so you don't regret it. That's just my you know what I'm saying?
So
That's
wait, So you
Yeah.
like elaborate a little more on that, because it's like I'm trying to get what you're saying. You know, like I some will get it, but I'm still in the mixture. You know?
Let's say for example, you say you want to be let's just assume you want to be a pastor, right?
Right.
And then right now you're not so much of a pastor. You working on it. You know what I'm saying? You this and that. Third. And but if you look at it from your perspective right now, you choosing your ultimate, let's say your wife, because that one is long term. So you choosing your wife and you choose it from your perspective right now. You might overlook things because you still haven't learned the things that your ultimate pastor self is gonna learn. So you don't know something. If you make the decision, the ultimate decision right now from your perspective, which you still got more learning to do, more things to know. You know what I'm saying? You will make a decision that will be good for you now. But when you become a pastor, oh, I wish I didn't make this decision. But like, you know what I'm saying? Now you know more. Like you are at a level where you need a different type of partner. But if you can understand the partner that you would want when you're at the level that you want to be, you would choose that now. So your selling is easier. When you get there, you already know, you already built it. It's there. I don't
Right.
know if you understand still.
Yeah. Now I more so get what you mean. So it's like you more so want somebody that's like gonna kind of keep up with you and like is gonna get to the end point with you more so than just like kind of fall back. Is that what
You,
you mean?
you,
What would you want to say?
nah, you don't. You mean like I see what you mean. It's like you don't want to get someone where they're at the level where you're at right now, only because you may surpass them or they might surpass you. You want to
No,
get.
I don't want to say it like that because it's gonna be like it's gonna feel like it's scarcity, it's scarcity. I'm not scared to like somebody
Mhm.
pass, but
Yeah,
it's I have a vision of myself where I want to be, right? And I know right now it's not it. So if I find somebody to match me the way I am right now, it's only a matter of time where it's gonna fall apart because I'm not gonna be the same person no more. I'm always becoming to a person that I ultimately want. And what if she don't connect with the new person that I am? Oh, I didn't fall in love with the type of person you changed. You know how marriage sometimes you hear that? Oh, you this is not the same person I fell in love with. You changed. So
yeah,
why because you didn't choose from the perspective of the person you're becoming. Or
yeah.
at least you can choose from this perspective, but let her know that this is what it is. But
So they were so blind to that when there
yeah,
was in
you just have
that.
to be mindful
Yeah,
at the level. You look at it big, don't look at it small. Look at it, okay, in 10 years, I'm gonna become this. Is this woman gonna be able to transition to the new version of me? Is she gonna roll over? I'm gonna help her. Is she gonna you have to know that. You can't just choose now because she's the perfect one right now.
yeah,
You know what I'm talking about? You can easily go out
So
and find one right now.
you
In 10
basically look for in a woman that's willing to like elevate with you. Is that the type of woman you look for?
I would say willing to elevate, or at the same time would match my elevated self.
elevation. Yeah, elevation. So
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That would
because I mean, it's a lot of women that aren't willing to elevate with you. It's more so they want you to like
complete already.
comfort them when you're already there.
yeah,
They don't want to elevate with you.
they don't
And
want to be
I mean,
with you.
It
But
comes.
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong though. There is some women that want to be with you during that growing process, and y'all both help each other elevate. But there is some, and on the other hand, there's some girls out there that just wanna. They want you to be boom.
Nah,
You're
what
good to.
so much sense, and my life is like that. I have too many like fans, if I can call it. You know how you watching the game, like you on the football field, and people random people sitting there.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
fans, they're watching. They don't want to help. They know they can see your mistake. They don't want to help you. They just want to see.
yeah,
Let me see what he's going to do. Like, and most
yeah,
of the time, they like you. You know what I'm saying? But they just want to see what you're going to do. And they're waiting for you to get to the end zone. Now they're going to cling on to you. Like, they're going to stay halfway. I used to be there for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, thinking you don't know.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know it. So that's how my life is. Like, you see them, but they think you're ignorant to it. But, like, you already
Mhm.
know it. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I get there, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, we used to be there. I'm like, yeah, we used to.
Yeah,
We used to be there.
yeah.
Like, you just watching. You just watching. And I'm doing everything. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, don't get me wrong. Also, though, it's a lot of men out here that are ignorant, and they think oftentimes it's like, oh well, since she ain't stay with me, like she's not a woman of God. She's not
Yeah,
a
they
good woman. This and that.
start to
And
bash them and everything.
yeah, they try to bash on me and be salty about it, and it's like a lot of times men aren't willing to look in the mirror and be like, well, I kind of understand why she left me. It's like, look
Exactly.
at me, I'm just lazy. You know, I seen something. It was like, what makes a true man is like, at times you might not even know what your next step is or how to do something, but
Hmm.
you're gonna go out your way to try to figure it out.
Figure it out.
Yeah, it's like
It's
as
think. think of it as like if you're taking a like you don't have any money right now, but you tell a girl we're going on a date next week. You don't know how you're gonna do it,
But you know you're gonna get it
but
done.
you know you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? To me,
Yeah.
that's like a man. Like
And another thing I live by too, women don't disrespect men. Women don't leave you. They just show your weakness. If you're strong enough, you're gonna fix it quick. If you're not, you're gonna lose her. And that's what I had to find out in my life. Every time I had problems with women, of course I was never like this. I used to look at her like, what the fuck? Why is she disrespecting? And oh, she's disrespecting because I did this. I always find me, I don't blame them. I just say, what did I do wrong? And I'm like, bet next time I'm gonna fix it. So you always fix yourself. So they're basically helping you better yourself. Women are
right.
not. Women actually are good people. Even the worst woman in the world. I don't want to say worst because I don't know how the worst one is. But the women that disrespectful, the loud women, they're actually the best one. They're the sensitive ones. They're the one that quick to tell you your problems. Oh,
Yeah.
you think like now? Sometimes you gotta listen to what they say while they're emotional. It's very important because you have to fix. Most 99% of the time, it's your flaw. You have to fix that. And I'm good.
But
Listen,
I'm
But
gonna
look-
listen.
I'm done. Yeah.
Oh, nah. Like I was about to say though. I mean, don't get me wrong. That is very true what you're saying. Like a lot of women, they will call you out on what you're doing wrong. But at times, like I said, even with even with religion, it's like at times the stuff you do is not for other people to understand. Like
Yeah.
if you're if you're a woman, right? If she keeps asking you, well, why are you investing into this company even though you're not making any profit out of it? But it's like sometimes it's not about what's going on in the moment. It's about the vision, you know.
The vision, the future.
Yeah, and a lot of people are ignorant to understand it. It's like, oh well, he's not rich right now, so this is a failure. It's not going to work out.
I mean, I
It
think
doesn't come overnight.
About women, I'm still stuck to my African ways. I don't want to call it Africa. I feel like this is me. I'm like, that's not your problem to worry about. If you right now, if I'm able to put the thing to like whatever you need is being met, even if it's not the highest level, at least the minimum is met. Whatever I'm investing into, if you understand it, cool. If you don't understand it, it's cool. Because as long as I'm not lacking on my duties that I'm supposed to do, that's not your problem to worry about. That's how I look at it. And I'm the type I like to be traditional, right? So and also everybody knows me like this. Like that's why people think I would never find a wife because I know exactly how I want my life to look like, and I'm not about to come in and compromise with somebody that don't understand. And I believe there's people. It's hard. It might be hard, but there's people in this world that understands my point of view, and they will be willing to join my life because I know person I'm ready to for my family. I'm ready to do everything. And if I know I'm offering you all this, what I look like coming here and letting you run my life. You know what I'm saying? As a man, I'm supposed to run the family. You know what I'm saying? If I know you sleep hungry, if I know you're never gonna sleep hungry, you're never gonna not feel protected, why not just do what I do best so our family can be at the top? You know what I'm saying? So it's like my friends don't really have nothing to do with you, to be honest. So I feel like if you allow your woman into that, you're giving yourself more problems. Because I have to explain, and I'm not good at that. I don't really like talking too much. So I like being alone. I like thinking. That's my favorite thing to do. I just like sitting alone thinking. So what's the next move? What's the best like new savant way of doing things? Like I just want to think out of the box all the time. So it's like I'm just giving myself stress, and I'm not even gonna lie. I had a woman in my life that's so understanding. She's so respectful. She was like, you know what I'm saying, good, but it's like I'm still not what I want to be, so I can't give you all that attention. I really have to tell her the truth. I'm like, I can't love you the way you want to be loved right now, but I know for sure you're a good person. Even though I want, but I feel like I needed to be alone. I need to be focusing on myself. But of course, if I keep her around, it's gonna just be like using. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to do that. So it's like I had to do my thing.
Yeah, without a doubt, it's like at times a woman could be a man's downfall. I'm not saying in every scenario, but a woman could be a distraction to a man because sometimes, like us men, we could love so hard to the point it's like we're willing to do like throw away certain stuff or leave certain stuff in the past just due to the fact that we love a woman so much, you know.
You don't prove your love to a woman. This is my whole heart. This is me. I'm not saying this is true. You don't prove your love. Like if I say prove, not the what's coming in your mind. That's what I'm talking about. Not the other way. Like oh yeah, I tell her I love you about her things. Not that. Like proving let me show you how I love you. I'm gonna tell you my bank account. I'm gonna tell you nah. You don't do that to a woman. You only prove her you love her by making her always feel safe. You always give her an environment where she's comfortable at. You always give her the needs she had, right? Never
Yeah.
hungry. Never have all the clothing she needs, everything good she needs. Yeah, that's how you prove your love. But if they want you to prove it other way, like going against your family, oh, you gotta choose between me and your family.
Oh,
Like
see, nah, that's where, yeah, that's where it gotta stop. Nah,
people out here doing those, bro. I'm telling you, people choose their women over there. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that, bro.
can't
And
do that.
you just gotta know who you are. I think that's gonna
You
solve
got,
it.
feel like it's more of also staying true to yourself.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. You gotta know who you are, or else you gonna go crazy. Like
Yeah.
you gotta, and mind you too, a woman, no matter how much they love you, they see a crack in you, they will poke it till they reveal what's in it. So it's like for them to have fun, they have to try to crack your code
Mm-hmm.
to stay on top of your game.
Mm-hmm.
And how can you help it if you're out here giving it out for free? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's so very true. It's like a lot of women out here are like they're amazing. I can't even lie to you, but it's like social media and stuff has like people so fed up in their ways and these ignorant beliefs that it's like it's ignorant, you know. It's like some females are totally different from social media in real life, you
In
know.
real life,
It's
cat.
like I've met a lot of females. It's like I when I say catfishing, I don't even mean look wise. I mean personality wise, like a lot of stuff. You know, I see a lot of females like post certain stuff, and then in real life, it's like whoa, like you're not even what you're preaching. You know,
I mean,
it's
that
like
nowadays that's everybody online though. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, it's not just women, but I feel like it's
not yeah.
it's us men
I'm
too, though. Don't get me wrong. It's us.
It's like going on your first date. You always cap it, bro. You might say some caps, bro. You can if you honest, you still gonna play the super honest and add something and jazz it. You're gonna be honest, but you're gonna jazz it. So it's the same. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I can't lie. I can't lie. That's true. That's true. That's why I'm saying it's not only boys and girls though. Like it's not only girls. It's men. It's us. It's us men too though. I feel like it's everybody though. So
Yeah,
yeah.
but it's
Nah,
like it's
I'm
okay.
not just saying it was women. You know, I'm just saying in the aspect as to what we were talking right now. You know, I feel that some women, it's like in the way they do like social media, they put another image of themselves than who they are in person. Like some women, they're amazing women in person, but in social media, it's like I would have
Me,
thought you were different, you know. Then
you know,
again, I'm not just saying woman though. I'm saying in general.
but I'm not even gonna lie, but me at this point, I'm not even stressed about women this, that, and the third because I feel like I have an idea of the person that I want. You know what I'm saying? It's like I have an idea, like don't mean it's facts. I don't know who God's gonna bring my way because I believe in God. Sometimes God will
for
bring,
sure.
but if it's up to me, I know how it's gonna be. Like it's like when I see the woman I want, I can just look at her and I can see the innocence in her. I can
Believe me, you're going with God, bro. Like you're gonna see a certain glow on the person you want, bro.
adore, her, bro. It's like God's gonna make it a way. You're gonna feel some type of way. You know for sure this is God. It's not just you. You know what I'm saying, but hey, if you out here trying to do things on your own, you're never gonna get anywhere, bro. You gotta.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
you can't be all that independent. Like you gotta rely on some
And actually,
higher power.
independent, bro. I
Yeah,
mean, should I even say this, bro? Uh,
you don't want to get canceled.
not can't. I'm not scared of that, bro. I can talk
Uh,
about it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
if I know what can get me canceled, talking about gay stuff, bro. And
Yeah, nah. I
yeah,
mean, me personally, I think that topic is a little like crazy at
hey,
this. It's like
yeah,
that's a very serious topic.
yeah, it's like with people that have all these pronouns and stuff. It's like I wouldn't say I support it, but then again, just cause I don't respect what you have going on doesn't mean I'm a disrespect it, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
This is
it's
Hey,
like
but I don't judge. I don't judge gay people though. Like,
they need some. What's your name? How you call this? How you Christian call it?
holy,
Uh, when you cast demons out of people.
oh,
into the holy walk. Wait, what is he saying?
Exorcism. Yeah,
they,
yeah. I think for you to be that, you have to be possessed in a way, bro.
I,
Nah,
but I
you
feel
know,
like
in a way, like I know this could be a sensitive topic to people, but this is what I think. It's like I've heard this like, growing up, me, I like at the age of 5 throughout 10, I wasn't even thinking about females or anything like that. I was, just outside
But you
playing
know,
with my friends, riding bikes, doing kids things. It's kids nowadays. I go around my neighborhood and I hear them say, "Oh yeah, well this is what I like. I like the opposite
yeah.
sex."
Hey, I gotta
How,
put this.
it's
Hey,
like, how could he even say that if
But
like
I ain't
you
gonna lie.
haven't even had intercourse or anything like that with
but yeah, like I gotta say this. Look, I ain't gonna lie. Like this is so important right here. Like I just don't get how, like even in our school system, like I feel like some, like I'm trying to tell you, it starts young, like literally young. In our school system, like they make it seem like uh they like I don't want to say this, but like
Yo,
but like
if you don't
it's
want,
like
but I'm gonna say mine though, bro.
it's like they
be
make it seem
careful because this
make
is a
it,
very topic.
they make it seem like it's okay for the they tell little boys and girls, oh, they tell a young boy, oh no, it's okay to like boys, it's okay. I'm trying to tell you this. You know what I'm saying? This is like in our like own school system and everything. It's like, and I'm like, dang, like like college just said, they haven't even had sexual intercourses. How could you tell a little 5-year old or
What they like.
a 10-year old what they like? You know what I mean? Like,
Me tell you the problem with the world right now, and this might be sensitive too, but I don't care. Like they give the woman power and knowledge, so that man cannot get them. And let me tell you something. Back in the days, women are supposed to be dumb. You know what I'm saying? They purposefully kept them dumb, right? Like our ancestors, that's what they did. They allow men to go to school. They don't allow women to
yeah,
go to school. Because if women know more, the men have to speak their game up. Because if you don't know more than the woman, she cannot respect you. It's impossible. I don't care what the woman say. I don't care what she say. If your woman know more than you, she's gonna go somewhere else. Somebody else that knows more than her. So they keep women at home. Men go to school. Women don't go to school. And then
see,
everything.
that's
That's just previous generations. Like my parents' generation. My mom
yeah.
barely went to school. My dad went to school. So now our generation, women is the one that like school more. Men mostly drop out because they want money because they know more
hmm
important knowledge about all the things. Even though it's knowledge, but the meaningful knowledge, they go
hmm
get because that's what they need.
And that's why they say when you go to college, get a when you go to college, this is what they tell almost every athlete. When you go to college, get you a little bad joint, a little nerd girl to help you do your work. They can help you.
Mind you, notice that men we drop out, women go to school, they love school, they like school, they stay there, they enjoy it because they know what they can get from that. And now that's why it's impossible for them to get married. Sometimes you would think, oh, why you get men, you get this. They don't choose to marry them because they know more than them. Nah, I don't need a man that I can help. You know what I'm saying? They will have fun with you, they'll do things with you, but they will never take you too serious because even if they do, they will cheat. And it's messing up the society. And back in the days, this was one of the saying that the great people used to say if you want to destroy a society, you have to allow promiscuity in the society. If a woman is promiscuous, the whole society is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? If men start having sex without being men, because I consider a real man is somebody that know who they are, and most people don't know who they are in the world. I mean, most men don't know who they are, and they start having sex, so they can never go die for something. Let's say for example, Jesus come right now. We all have to go to war for him. Most people won't go. What I look like going to die, like you know what I'm saying? Jesus, some people would say they want to go, but they won't go. But let's say there's a war, you have to fight for yourself, and most men won't go because what they already started having sex, they don't want to die and leave all these. You know what I'm saying? So it messes you up in a way, but you have to be deep to understand what I
Yeah,
just said. You know what I'm saying? If you as a virgin and you know you have to go to war and you have to win for you to come married, everybody will be soldiers in their mind. Nobody will be punk. Nobody will be loser. But now they allow losers to have sex and all that, and now you don't have to be a man to get women. You know what I'm saying? And back to my first thing I was saying, women were supposed to be dumb. A man that knows more, go and find knowledge, come to the village and choose her. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be like, oh, my man went to the United States. He went to law school. And that's what she brags about because my man knows more. He's bigger than this town. So he chose me.
Right.
This big person chose this small person. Not to say women are small, but that was the ideology then. Because the
Yeah.
woman
yeah. That's back in the day.
too, she wants you to be big and her small. You take her in like, you know what I'm saying, her in your life, and she can't even look at you in your eyes and disrespect you because, oh, this guy's a big, people respect him. Like everywhere he goes, people respect him. I can't. This is my husband, and I'm saying he chose me out of everybody. Like that's how they used to be proud. And now most women are smarter than men. If you're talking about school, I like what's his name? Education, general education type, right? You know what I'm saying? Women are smarter than men, but men are wiser than women. So unless the woman understand knowledge, the school knowledge and wisdom, she can allow herself to be ruled by a man. Because if she know what wisdom is, she gonna be like, okay, this guy knows more. Even though I know more than him in school related stuff, but he's wiser than me, so I'm allowing to be under him.
Yeah.
But now they don't even accept the wisdom. They want you to be smarter than them, school wise and money wise, and that's the only time they submit. But even the stupidest man, most stupidest men are wiser than smartest women. Wisdom is different than being, you know what I'm saying? Wisdom is different than knowing things from the book, from school. Wisdom is experience, and men go through experience more. Even a real little kid that living the manly life have more wisdom than the 30-year-old woman. Because woman is not supposed to go through things. But now they allow through things. They are strong as a tree. They actually stronger than most men. And then how can you submit to somebody that you're better than, you're stronger than? And most men problem. And not to diss no woman, but you're supposed to say on the man.
Yeah, I mean, I feel as not in this generation, it's more so roles, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a lot of women aren't willing to play their role, or a lot of men aren't willing to play their role either, you know?
Yeah.
Because a lot of men are afraid to step up and say what needs to be said. It's like, all right, well, I'm gonna take care of this and you do that. They're scared to say that.
But
woman.
the reason
men have to, that's why I say men have to lead.
In the position to say what they have to say. The women know more than them. What are you gonna stand? What are you gonna stand firm and talk about? You're not doing your job. So it's hard for men to stand on their own, because if you stand on your own, they're gonna bring the topic that they know more than you, and then you can't do anything. You can't defend yourself. And if you run away from that topic, where are you gonna go? And most men don't even have wisdom because they don't want to go through pain. So it's like that's why men are scared to stand on their own. It's not because, I mean, I don't want to say it's not because they're weak. They're actually weak because first thing, they don't have no wisdom. Second, they don't even want to go to school. So women are know more than them. So if you argue with a woman, she always wins.
Let me put it to you like this. I feel as women know more, but they're not willing to take that step. A man might not know as much as a woman, without a doubt, but he's willing to take that step.
By nature.
Without a doubt. I mean, it's just any man, like, example.
But it though, men, it's not easy. Your life without wisdom is not a life. No matter how much you know in school, you still need wisdom, right? So you can use your knowledge from school and start a business. That's when the wisdom kick in, because God is not gonna allow you to succeed without wisdom. You have to go through pain. That's when you get wisdom, and most men haven't win enough in life to have wisdom.
Right.
So you've been failing so much, and you refuse to learn from your failures, and you rely on your knowledge from school, and you go with a woman. She might have the same knowledge as you, and y'all gonna go back and forth. Nah, it's not actually. It's actually not that. It's this, and you don't want to switch to wisdom because you don't have none. So it's like, how you gonna fight her? Right. And she's willing to fight you. Like, you're gonna lose. She's gonna cheat on somebody else that have wisdom and knowledge.
Right.
So it's like it's hard for us. And one thing too, I was talking about in my other video, is like men. The society is pushing men out to get married on purpose, right? Because they're making women smarter, and they can't submit to men like that, and it's easy for women to divorce. But I'm telling men still get married, because God is the one that's telling you to get married.
Yeah, for sure. God
is mandating, forcing you to get married. Life, like I said, life is ranks. For you to take the next step, you have to get married. Yeah. So if you're here, no matter how rich you get, you're still a little boy spiritually. So you have to get. God is telling you, you have to, you must. No matter what the system is saying or not, because the system is purposely stopping you from something. And what's that one thing? You don't know.
Right. But I feel as I was even thinking I was thinking about this topic literally today in my car, and I was talking to a teacher back then about the same thing. I was like, women, I can't lie, women are more privileged than men when it comes to marriage and a lot of other stuff too. It's like, for example, marriage, I would say throughout the decades, marriage, it more so went from a tradition thing to more so a business, you know?
Oh my gosh, I've been hearing a lot about that too. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Africa, even in Africa, where people think the tradition it's still a business. If you don't have 15 or 20,000, you probably won't be able to get married.
What's crazy about that? Like, it's this one guy I knew. Like, it's like he didn't even know the girl, but they sent him to Africa, force them to marry the girl. I was like,
That I want me
I was
personally,
like,
not in
like,
Hispanic families, but I've heard about stories like that, like, and more so in like the continent of Africa and stuff. I've heard it's like families that like will make their daughters and their sons marry each other, so it could be like a wealth thing, you know? If that makes sense. I've heard it's like I've
Yeah,
heard they pick and choose who you have to get married to, because like they might have money or whatever the case might be.
they do that, but it's not at that level no more because there's no such thing as kingdom as this that, but they choose nobility, right? Like family that have money, family that have like fame, family that have good base. They will allow their daughter to get married to those families. They don't care about the man or so. They just care about the last name that's carrying their daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a woman, you give it away, right? You don't want to give it away to a bum family. That's how they look at it. I have to give it to this family. Whether the man himself is poor or not, if the family is good, rich, I'll give it to them. So if the man is lacking, the family is going to take over. So she belongs to a good family. That's how they look at it. But not to say it's right or not right, but that's their belief. But I don't believe marriage should be business. Marriage should be, and this is my view. Even my wife, I'm gonna tell her this. I'm gonna tell you, you might come in my life, but I'm telling you, I know for sure one thing that's guaranteed is that I'm gonna try to climb the highest ladder I can climb to God, and that's gonna come with tests. So if you come in my life, it's a solved test. It's not to come and we gonna have fun. We gonna make sure we the lovey-dovey family. It's gonna be problems, and not like I'm
that's
purposely gonna put you through problems, but it's like God is gonna test us to elevate us. Cause now we're two. I'm gonna be watching the front, you're gonna be watching the back. We're gonna elevate together. But if you always think yourself, we're gonna stay in one place. And if you know that's what your goal is, you're not trying to elevate to God, then I hope you don't get married to me because
and you know what's crazy? I just to what you just said, like,
actually, hold on, marriage is about solving problems,
yeah,
not to come and have fun. It's solving problems. Go ahead.
for sure. Nah, I was watching about this. It's like just about how you said all this love and oh I love you this and that. Rah, rah. Like I was watching like if you don't if if you don't involve God in that relationship,
Yeah.
you guys could say I love you as much as you want, but if you don't revolve God anywhere in that relationship, sorry to break it to you, but y'all not lasting. It's like it's just really temporary. Like
Tell y'all something crazy. Even y'all might think this is crazy.
you have to revolve God.
I have like I'm gonna think. I have 5 sisters, right? So I have 3 of them that's old. The other ones are young, right? So the 3 of them that are old, they're here with me. Like we went to a barbecue on Thanksgiving with on my auntie's house, and I sat all of them down, right? I told them, I understand you in America, they make you believe a certain way that you're the prize or anything. I'm telling you the truth. If any man choose to marry you, he's the prize. And you should be privileged the fact that he chose you. That's your win. That's your happy moment. This man is a man. I'm not talking about every man. I'm talking about a man that knows God, that chasing the ranks of God, that know where they want to go to, not trying to get money only, everything. But ultimate goal is to keep climbing the ladders and getting close to God. That man, when he choose you, he saw you as okay. This woman can help me solve problems. So you will ask it, not just oh she's beautiful, she's thick, she's that. No, if he choose you, just believe that the thought process behind him choosing you, out of all the women I know, you the one that can help me pass and test. And that's a privilege. That's not disrespect. And he's the prize. He's the one that God put authority, gave him authority over you. So if God is making him authority over you and he has the vision to get to the same God, that means you're gonna go inside his car, his vehicle, he's gonna take you to God. Because you as a woman, you won't be able to go as far as he can. So you come, you make a union. He chose you because, oh, this woman, she can help me pass some tests. That's a big privilege. But now they make you look like, oh, you're looking at women like things like objects. It's not. My own sister, I tell her, I'm like, if a man chooses you, be happy because he sees you as a woman that can help him pass tests, not a woman that's beautiful and all that. Even though you are, but that's the most important. And you have to obey. That's how I have to say obey. Just like us men obey our parents, you have to obey him because God told you to. But it's like not every man though. I have to emphasize that a man that knows his goal is to climb the ladder of God, to go up.
Nah, I feel I feel as that's a strong point by Arnold. Like if you don't involve God in your relationship, without a doubt, it's not gonna work out. And not even relationship. It could be whatever a goal you have, like whatever the case might be.
I
But
feel
a lot of things that people have to also realize is I'm not talking about like a talking stage or whatever the case might be. Like if we want to get deep into it, marriage wise, it's like you can't expect to go into a relationship that serious if you don't have a relationship with God Himself.
yeah,
Does that make sense? Like you can't be out here looking for relationships with other people when you don't have one with God yourself. It's like you're still lost.
for sure.
And
And
relationship have to be a vehicle, and both of you guys have to agree on the destination. That's
yeah,
how you pick your partner.
Jeez,
If I'm
that's a
saying
strong point.
that I wanna be with God, and you saying that I want to be partying, and we get in the same car, who's gonna win?
yeah,
Most likely the woman, because she's gonna be like, you gonna want to touch her so bad, you gonna want her to do things. She's gonna be like, if I do it, you gonna have to take me where I'm going. And right in the moment you want it that bad, you're gonna do it, and you're gonna take a step there. And then
yeah.
it's like, because us men, we don't think right when you're there. So it's like, make sure you choose the right person that want to go to the right place with you, where both of you guys have, so it's easier. So whenever something new come, what happened to our destination? Like, because you're gonna remind her of her initial goals. You know what I'm saying? But if you have to convince somebody to join your goals, don't even do it. That's why I said don't choose the person from your perspective of now. Choose it from your perspective of the future self that you want to become. That's basically tied with the same thing.
For sure.
The relationship as a vehicle. Tell her we both heading here, right? That's what you want, right? You sure?
Mhm.
That's what I want to. So let's go.
Yeah, and the relationship is the vehicle, and you guys
Yeah,
are
it's
going.
solving. Like I said, I'm gonna be
And it's
watching.
not gonna be easy. It's gonna be a roller coaster. So
And
it's
then what we do on the way, you teach our kids. Don't worry about what we do wrong. Oh, you're not doing this. You're not doing that. I said, just be mindful of it. Don't forget it. Don't. You know what I'm saying? Don't be loud about it. Take note. We didn't do this right. When we have kids, tell them this is what we didn't do right. Teach them that so they can do better than us. That's how I'm want my family to be ran. I might not be doing something right, but I don't want you to rub it on my face, and we're gonna be distracted. We have to go somewhere. Let's just keep going. Take note. We didn't do this right. When you have kids, teach them that so they don't have to do the same mistake we do. What's the purpose of us walking the path if we don't take note and know and have some wisdom so we can teach our kids?
respect.
Every day, our kids can only learn fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Now that's very true. I mean, a lot of people often depart from each other due to the fact that they be like, well, he did this wrong and
Yeah.
he's doing this wrong. At times you gotta look deeper into it and dig deep. Of course everybody messes up. We're humans, it happens. Sometimes you can't leave your loved one because of what they've done wrong. And even when they do something wrong, you also gotta be like, they did this wrong. Well, what about all the stuff that they did right? Because a lot of people just they
Sometimes
point fingers.
sometimes when they do wrong, it's not because they did it wrong. Maybe God did it like that so you can see them and to see if you want to elevate. Because if you
It's
have
probably a test, right?
if you look at life as elevation, then everything is a test. Why when we got married everything was smooth? Why is he bad now? Maybe
Yeah.
God your loyalty. If you fail, you fail. He elevates, you fall. So vice versa. So sometimes don't look at life physical. That's why nothing lasts now. And I want to, I'm telling you, notice this. The problem, we actually solved the problem for the world. They look at life physical. This person not doing this, we're fighting. All you have to do, look at life as spiritual. If we started as good, now it's going bad. Look at it like this. Okay, what can I do to fix it? Relationship is about fix it. If I quit, that means I didn't rise to the next level. So I'm going back down. So I'm staying in one place. Do I want to stay in one place? No, I want to pass. I want to graduate. So why don't I want to graduate? But people don't have the goal. Men are lost. They don't even follow the most important thing. Men are supposed to be climbing the ladder of God, but now we all have money. And you have money, people look at you like the person that actually climbed the ladder. The person that climbed the ladder, they make him look like he's weak. He's not a man. Because somebody can come and disrespect him. He's gonna be like, "You little boy, I don't got time for this." And people say, "Look at him. He can't even fight for himself."
Wait, so I got
So it's like sometimes you have to be smarter, and that's why it's easier if you know yourself. You can choose your partner.
for sure.
No, go ahead. What was you about to say?
So like, what do you think about since like the topic is like relationships and everything? So, what do you think about like one like cheating? What do you think about cheating?
Me, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know how I'm gonna react if I get cheated on, but cheating is not right. It's not right. I can't say it's right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know most people can say if a man cheats is different than a woman. It's true, but I'm not gonna sit here and say and go through
Yeah,
that. But It's wrong.
You're not gonna try to justify the fact that.
Yeah, it's wrong. Either way, man, woman, but woman is more wrong, but man is still wrong.
Yeah.
If you want another woman, go marry that. Go get two. I'm Muslim. I'm
But
allowed.
I just see like with cheating.
I'm not even gonna say that. Go ahead.
Nah, but I mean, in a way, I'm not trying to justify it, but a woman, I feel as when you say cheating, to me, cheating can mean many things, but the most like deep for one is intercourse. I feel like when women have intercourse with a man, it's more so for like love, because women, I'm gonna be honest, women know how to control themselves more than men. That's why men rape more women and more stuff like that, more than women rape men, you know? Because it's like men don't know how to. I'm not saying every man, but it's some men out here that don't know
majority,
how to.
Yeah. I mean, not majority, but some men,
yeah. Yeah, not majority, but some. So it's like man, when we have intercourse with another woman, it's more so because of pleasure. A woman, when she has intercourse with a man, it's more so because she has a connection with that man. She's not doing it just to do it. Because women, they know how to handle themselves.
But at the same time, bro, women can cheat in a different way. And I'm the type of person, I'm so observant. I'm not observant. I'm so aware. Like, my sense of awareness is so big that if I see something, you can call it insecure, but that's the tactic they use to take men masculinity away. But me,
that is true.
I feel like my wife can easily call me petty, but it's not petty, it's principles. Because I look at myself like, if I'm climbing these ranks higher and God is giving me some powers, authority, some ability to see things that a regular person won't see, I cannot see something and look away and you play with my mind. I don't allow you that. I don't allow you in my mind. And if I see you a woman, you play with my mind, show me, I can't allow you. So women can easily cheat. Like, let's say you with your woman and you a big person, God had elevated you and you out and she's looking at a man in a way. You can let that slide, but I won't let that slide. You know what I'm saying? Or I go to buy ice cream, like in my ice cream truck, and I'm the man. I'm with my kids and my wife cut in front of me. There's a man that's a clerk, and she just go in front and trying to take the orders. I won't let that slide. People will say that's not that big a deal. To me, it's big because I know who I am. I know what I stand for, and my woman's supposed to know what I stand for. So if you do that, it's big to me. And I'm saying it's so big that the action that I might take, you might not agree to it, but to me it is. And of course, I'm not just gonna do it right off the blue. She know who I am. She's gonna know who I am. And if she do it, that means she purposefully did it, and there's no going back from it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know your role. If you're not willing to do it, why you with me? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The type of person I am. I know myself and I know how everything want to be ran. You can call it controlling, but that's my life. If you want to come,
But I
promise
that's
you,
why
is that we're gonna climb higher to God. Money, God's gonna give. If we don't have that, if you wanted to stay on the goal of just climbing higher in the ranking of God, then we okay. Other than that, everything else we gonna thrive for it.
That's why men supposed to lead. Like it's like once
my truck, I see women cutting in front, their husband,
right.
and me like, come on, bro. And the craziest thing I do, she's in front of me talking to me. I talk, excuse me, sir, what would you like? I do that shit. I swear. It sounds crazy. One of them got so they be mean mugging me every day. And I see, let's say, of course, it's different. If a woman was the one leading, the men allow her to come. I don't respect that man. I'm like, why you allow your woman to come talk to me, man? Why? You know what I'm saying? But if the man is trying to do it and the woman cut in front of him, I talk to the woman. I just be like, sir, what would you like? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking, be so mad, and she knew I put her in place because we talking subconsciously, like we having a full blown conversation without even saying one word. I just discovered that. Like we talking, and I can see her rolling her eyes, mad as shit. Like I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know that's not my business, but I can't disrespect other men. You know what I'm saying? And they be coming trying to, excuse me, how you doing that? And if I enjoy that, I'm disrespecting the man right there. And I know he can see. He's not stupid. He got kids, so that means he got a level in a way he can understand things.
Right.
It's like sometimes you have to do things that you have to let things go, even though it makes you look like you are something or you're doing something for the sake of it could happen to you. Now, I be getting a lot of those when I used to do ice cream. I be seeing people trying to do crazy things, married people trying to do things, but this is not me. You know what I'm saying? Life is not, but I'm telling you, bro, when you choose your whatever, it's gonna come with tests. That's why it's hard. Even marriage is worshiping God because you have to do it right. It's hard. You have to control yourself. Oh, yeah, you say you wasn't trying to cut it, like hang up.
Yeah, nah, cause my phone's this joint, my joint's about to die, and I can't find my charger.
Make another one, but I'm enjoying this, bro. Whenever y'all ready, we can always do this. We can do this multiple, and maybe some other people might want to join, and we can make it a thing, bro. I
Yeah,
don't know.
for sure.
I mean, without a doubt, I know people are gonna see this. So I mean, if they once they reach out to me, I'm gonna reach out to you, and if that's fine with you, we can have more people.
Let's do it, right? This is
I'm
like
gonna definitely repost this joint, bro, cause
Yeah.
it's about actually. It's not just about talking about right things. I feel like it's God is gonna bless us because we're doing something that's gonna promote God more. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's more so
Yeah.
why I do. It's like
But-
I want from God. I want to feel a sense of purpose, which is doing something good that's not just about me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wait, Lamine, do you have Instagram?
Yeah, but I don't use it. It's the same name as my YouTube.
Oh, I was gonna say if you could like post clips on there on like the best part of the podcast, and we
Yeah,
repost it so more
and-
people can see it. You know.
yeah, we got some reviews on YouTube, right? I sent you something, right?
oh yeah, bro, what that joint went crazy.
Post it on Instagram too, bro.
All right, yeah, cause what's it called?
I want to post it. Yeah, I'm gonna send y'all something.
All right, yeah, cause I'm trying to repost it on Instagram, cause that's where most people see my stuff. So I'm
All
trying
right.
to get it out. You know.
I'm gonna send you the video when I download it. I'm gonna make small shorts of it. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
nah, that's the bet.
I'm gonna send you too.
All right, that's we locked in.
All right, then I'm gonna talk to y'all.
All right,
All
let me
Just
All
text me when y'all trying to get on, bro.
for sure.
All right, bet.
It don't take too long.